Yo, guys, big up. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. This is our first World Cup stream ever. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Smash up the like, subscribe. You know what to do. Yeah, this is gonna be my post World Cup stream. What are my thoughts? Well, I will do everything. So yeah, man, like we're live. We're live for this post World Cup. What are my thoughts? Is it the biggest? Is it the biggest? Is it this, that? So yeah, big up to everyone. Doing the World Cup post stream. So yeah, big up to all of you guys. This is it. The FIFA World Cup has officially concluded, man. This is over, man. What are my thoughts? So yeah, hopefully everyone can hear me. No problems, anything. But yeah, man. Hold on, I'm just trying to get things ready. Hopefully this does not act up. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I'm just trying to get this real quick. Trying to get a bit of water. There wasn't really a lot today. So I think today was the day for post World Cup. So yeah. I hope all of you guys do well. So yeah, man. So yes, it's official. The biggest world tournament has ended. So yeah, so we're gonna do a couple things, guys. We're gonna do a couple things. Let me send this to Moss as well. Let me send this to Moss, a couple people. Yeah, sorry if I didn't respond to any chat. So yeah. This is the first post World Cup stream in a while. This is the post World Cup game. This will be it, man. This will be it. That's it, guys. That's it. The World Cup has officially ended with a win of Spain lifting that World Cup trophy. And guys, sorry, big up to me, big up to everyone. And I'm sorry if I don't have a replica World Cup trophy. I haven't even had time to DG print it. I think there's a lot of stuff. And I didn't have time to work schedule probably. But yeah, man, we already talked about the post-game stream on another. Congrats to España. Well-deserved winners. They were absolutely the best. And we're going to talk about the moments of this World Cup, man, that we will probably never forget, that we're probably going to miss for a long time since it's the next 4 years. So, yeah, man, you could argue this World Cup final was the worst for me. Yes, I knew I had biasism. I wanted Spain to win against Argentina, so I'm glad the goal came in. But this was kind of a bad performance from Argentina, kind of just playing defensive around ball. This wasn't the thriller we had in 2022. So yeah, man, like I said, congrats to Spain, world champions. What's next for them? They got England in the Nations League. I'm happy for La Roja. Star number 2, man. Played they didn't even play the best football in the world, but they got here. They made it good. So big up to all of you. Big up all of you guys. Let me know, because we're gonna be talking about the FIFA World Cup. What are my thoughts? What I would rate it? But yeah, man, like I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about the new broadcasting rights, a clash of Telemundo and Fox, their differences for the World Cup rights here in the United States, English versus Spanish, the power, who did better, the rivalry as well in Spanish between Univision and Telemundo, why Univision may be potentially jealous behind the scenes, and I'll explain that. So yeah, congrats to España, La Roja. They absolutely deserve to win. So yeah, man, this is your post World Cup stream, man. Congrats to La Roja, man. deserve world champions, man. So yeah, man, like I don't know what should I begin, guys. Should I talk about the tournament? What would I grade it? Because there's a couple things. We're gonna do a tier list of everyone's standards at least, man. We will be doing a tier list. We will be doing a couple things. Who should win the Ballon d'Or now? Now the World Cup is this. And what does the World Cup means for a lot of people, man? And I also want to talk about the new broadcasting rights. So I know it's gonna be a bit confusing here in the stream, but hopefully everyone enjoys, man. I don't even know what to talk about. Like, I just want to talk about like one thing that is not related to this World Cup, which I want to make a video about it on this stream in the bit, talking about the Telemundo rivalries in the bit, the broadcasting rights, before we talk about the entire of the tournament, man. And then but yeah, man, on this World Cup, honestly, for the United States hosting most of the games, Mexico, Canada, I will give it a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Kind of good, but like maybe not the best. Like I'll explain. But yeah, man, explain how the host cities did, man. Even though I don't know if there's a grading, but like a couple of debates, we can talk about it, man. What my opinion should have been, whether New York City's final was worth it, man. But yeah, man, I'll get to every single conversation, because why not today? Since it's Friday night, like, let's talk about it. So big up to all of you. Big up to SAB, C Medium. Big up to all of you. I guess if you don't mind, I guess we might have to talk about a thing just to get it off my chest, just because it is. But before I do, I just want to make sure who is better. So yeah. So it looks like there is a crazy update. Before we get into it, it looks like Rodri Real Madrid, that deal's underway. And now it's getting close, man. And I want to see how. Oh my days, man. And Rodri to Real Madrid is massive, man, because this guy, what he did at the World Cup, redeemed himself. Just had the best dictated tempo, man, of the tournament, man. I know people want to say whatever you want, but there's just so much things. The fans, this, that. There's everything about the FIFA World Cup that we're gonna get into it, man. So we will see what happens, man. But yeah, as long as people talk about the truth, I'm talking about this. So yeah. Yeah, I'm like about Cape Verde. We're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it, and let's see. But first, let me grab this first. But yeah, they absolutely deserve it. No más. Oh, it's gone. All right.
Si me llaman, por favor, contestes. Por favor.
All right. All right, just trying to tell my uncle. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just happy Spain won the World Cup. But don't get me wrong, we'll get to Argentina. So yeah. All right. But yeah, big up to Moss. But yeah, congrats to Spain on winning the World Cup. I'll grade every nation. But yeah, all those 16 cities. So yeah, hopefully you guys stay here for the rest of the stream, because I want to talk about this off-topic thing right away, honestly, because I think it's time to talk about it, man. I think it's time to talk about the situation post World Cup real quick before we get on the tournament, man. But before I do, there are 16 cities. But yeah, big up to the cities that hosted the World Cup. The World Cup games in all cities: Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey, New York City, MetLife. I know technically some of these cities are not even in the city in the year, but they represent the area. Like, for example, MetLife, New York City, New Jersey, say whatever you want, but it represents New York City. The Miami Gardens, Miami Hard Rock, Miami, Florida, of course, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Philadelphia, the New York, New Jersey, the New England Stadium, the New England, Patriots Stadium, who just lost the Super Bowl final, since I have to bring that up. Right near Frankfurt, representing Boston pretty much, Kansas City, Missouri, home to the Chiefs. To that stadium, Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, Inglewood, pretty much Santa Clara, but San Francisco, San Jose, of course. Levi 49ers, you know, and home to these NFL teams, Seattle. Big up to all of them. Vancouver, Toronto. Big up to all of them. But I know there was a bit disappointing that there was a couple games in the United States had most of them, man. Like I know, right? It just makes so yeah. So I think that all right. So I want to talk about one off-topic thing. Oh wait. Interesting. So it looks like Deminane, they're making a bid for him. But yeah, we will see what happens, man. So yeah, man, I want to talk about this today because I want to talk about this. So yeah, so hopefully you guys will participate. So yeah, man, I want to talk about this. I just want to get this out of the way. No, it's nothing angry. It's about something off topic. If you guys don't know, I mean, I'm probably going to have to bring this up because I want to talk about this. So, yeah, so before we get into the rest, we have an update. Telemundo. All right, so I guess let me bring this up. Let me just time set my... What minute are we? Minute 15, right? 15. Hold on, guys. All right. I just need to get this. So, all right, guys. So, if you guys don't know, all right, let me big up the chat. All right, big up to the salute to you, Dan Trim 17. But yeah, I want to talk about this. So, if you don't know, Telemundo has gotten rights to the Champions League starting from next season, and I need to mention this. And yes, I will record this. So yeah, as a video as well. So yeah, so you know what to do, man. Oh, hold on, let me fix up this. But yeah, I'm still looking. So yeah, Telemundo has gotten rights for the new Champions League season here in the United States in Spanish. And one of my thoughts, I'll explain to it. So they gotten rights. This is starting from next season, man. The company, the broadcaster that did the World Cup in Spanish will now get UCL, will get Europa League and Conference League on Telemundo, and it's on streaming platform Peacock and the UEFA Super Cup. They'll be taken over from Unvison and TUDN, who was the main rights, and who has one more season, one more year to this. What does this mean, man? So yeah, so I want to talk about it since this is serious. So yeah, so yeah, man. But not only that, they have gotten these new rights. Not only have gotten rights for the Telemundo. It looks like Telemundo have gotten the Bundesliga rights, which let me try to show you, man. Big up to Program United States. It's meant to where to find games in Spanish if you're in the States. Yeah, and I want to talk about it with you, just because of this rivalry, especially the people that don't even know about this. There's like this. Before I explain about this rivalry, but yeah, Telemundo has gotten, this is all starting next year in 2027. Not this year, but next year, man. And not only that, they've also gotten the Bundesliga rights. Yes, that's the tweet that I want to make. I forgot. So yeah, Telemundo is officially the new house of the Bundesliga and has a current Spanish league rights to the Bundesliga in the United States, and will have a contract right until the 28-29 season. So yeah, for 3 seasons. as they're taking over 100 matches by Telemundo Universal. So this is interesting, man. So Telemundo will now have 2 leagues in Europe. They have the Premier League and Bundesliga, and they're now overtaken from ESPN Deportes. I don't know in English. NBC's buying the rights against ESPN, or is it just in Spanish? I think this is just in Spanish because normally ESPN had both languages for the Bundesliga, English, Spanish, especially on the streaming site ESPN Plus. But now Telemundo and Peacock, NBC Universal, who owns Telemundo, has now officially gotten rights. So it looks like they're going to try and maybe broadcast these games because, funny enough, most of the Bundesliga games, they clash with the Premier League games, which Telemundo also has rights till 2029, if I'm not mistaken, 2028. With that contract, they have a long contract of the Premier League. Them and along with NBC English, of course, and USA Network, which they run, of course, the Premier League, right? So it looks like they might put games in between Telemundo Universal, and then from now on, especially, most of these games will be in the morning because all these games will be in Europe. So now they got this. Now you get to watch Bayern Munich, especially the likes of Lucho Diaz, and then of course Harry Kane, Felice duo in Telemundo and on Peacock. You can watch Dortmund, Bayern Leverkusen. But yeah, they've gotten the Bundesliga rights. It's now Telemundo's. And this is interesting, man. That absolutely helps them out. And I know some people say whatever you want. Oh, it's just the Farmers League. But I think this is a real deal, especially people that wanted this, man. Even non-Bayern fans, especially Dortmund, Leverkusen. But yeah. So Telemundo has stepped in. It looks like that they're no longer there. Do you even watch Bundesliga? Yeah, I do. I mean, I watched only a few because I decided to cancel my subscription with ESPN because not because of anything wrong, just because I had to save money. But I did watch ESPN supports us a few covered games like the German Cup final. I don't know if I think this might just be the Bundesliga. I think ESPN is keeping the German Cup, both English and Spanish, or the Depot Cup, which Bayern won it. But yeah, Telemundo. But yeah, they streamed. They put they put some games like the Bayern Dortmund rivalry, the D Classic German rivalry. Yeah, whatever games they have on, I'll be there. I don't mind. But yeah, man, as ESPN Deportes, like they used to have a bit more rights. ESPN Deportes, even though I'm gonna explain the difference about them in a bit, and about Univision and Telemundo. But yeah, they've gotten rights, so this will be a good task. So they're going back and forth, man, because most of their kickoffs, funny enough, especially on a Sunday, they kick off at the same time. Okay, mostly the Bundesliga, for example, most of their games only kick off 6:30. You got the 6:30 games, the 9:30 games for me, and the 6:30 a.m., 8:30 a.m. games over there, which was funny enough that some of the Premier League games kicked off, including on Sunday 8:30, including the 9:30 Saturday games. It's probably going to be interesting what happens, man. So this is going to be – so it looks like, yeah, they'll have 100 matches between, and probably some other games on Peacock, so they're going to have to handle more besides the Premier League. And even though you could argue Telemundo didn't have all Spanish Peacocks, since they're just focusing on the big games, but I think they're just kind of improved. So yeah, all these they will be played in Spanish. And what does this mean? All right, let me read this. USA Network and for English coverage. Exactly, yes, they now have it now. And I don't know if you, but yeah, this was announced a few days before the World Cup final, man. And this means massive for Telemundo because I'm going to explain this. Telemundo, outside the World Cup, they have outside the FIFA World Cup, which we all know, which I'm going to get to the Fox Telemundo beef in a bit. But about this, Telemundo, they used to not do so good. They used to just do like the Premier League. They used to do just a couple Liga MX games. They used to do Chivas home games. They used to just do USMNT. And they just did nothing. Telemundo was getting outpriced, outnumbered, outplayed from their arguably, I wouldn't be surprised, arguably their Hispanic rivals, Univisión, as we call them, and TUDN, who are owned by Televisa, even here in the States, man. And but now with this is a big boost. And I'm going to explain about the rivalry between Univisión and Telemundo. So yeah. So there's so much. So yes. So pretty much so yeah, man. So so pretty much yeah, there's this media war that's going on here in the United States about Univision and Telemundo, because Univision, they actually were dominating Telemundo in everything, especially the last FIFA World Cup. Since the last FIFA World Cup that ended in 2022 with the new cycle, in between 2023, the beginning of 2023, and heading to the and before this FIFA World Cup, Univision just dominated Telemundo and everything. But in Telemundo, they did have a couple games, yes. But Univision had every single right. And now it looks like Telemundo has finally woken up. Because I kind of made a stream about criticism in 2024, if you went back, about the lack of TV rights, or like how Telemundo isn't fun anymore. And now they probably saw it and they woke up last year. And now they've gotten better because they got those low points in 2024. And now they've taken it. And now Telemundo, as of right now, will have Bundesliga, Premier League teams, Chivas, Suarez, Tigres, into 2027. But as of right now, 2026, Bundesliga, Premier League, Liga MX, Olympic Games will die until 2028. Sunday Night Football of NFL, a couple NBA games are getting, MLB games are getting. But when it comes to mostly soccer, they've kind of improved. I'm really proud of them, because back in 2024, their system is a joke. Back then, they used to only have they had the you could argue the best league in the Americas. I mean, the best league in the world, the Premier League, right? Where all the big six teams, which Chelsea, United, Liverpool, not trying to make sure of PSG, but and then they only had one Liga MX home team. That was Chivas, and that was it, because TUDN had every other thing of Univision, and now they only had the Premier League, Liga MX Chivas home games, and the US-17, that's it. I think this guy forgot to add US-17 here. The US-17 home games of friendlies, including whenever they play a quarterfinal of CONCACAF Nations League, and that's it. But TUDN, or the Televisa, on the other hand, had every single right. But now, as of right now, it looks like Telemundo is now currently defeating Univision, especially Telemundo's viewership, especially in this FIFA World Cup, man. And even though they had a good record, and let's see, I saw a tweet. Let me try to find out. I might spell viewers wrong. Damn it. Oh, come on, please. Oh, come on. How can I not spell view? Oh, come on. How can I not spell viewers? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, come on. Where are the viewers? Oh, come on. Oh, so they also made this. But yeah, man, they're absolutely getting it. But yeah, man. These guys are going to have absolute rights. And now Univision's about to lose their rights, man. And hold on. I just want to see the World Cup views, man. Come on. How can I not spell views? Right all of a sudden. How do I spell views? I kind of forgot. All right. Like, don't you hate like you forgot to say what you gotta say, man? This man. So it looks like this is the viewership. Okay, I believe this accurate is yes. So around 10 million. So it looks like that so it looks like there is viewers there were like 10 million viewers outside of 10 million viewers that watch Fox, and 2 million Telemundo were out of home. Wait, are they saying outside the United? No. Or at least outside their home. Mostly that includes watch parties and all that. Interesting, because they just set a record. I'm trying to find it, but I can't. And come on, I can't find it, man. I don't know how accurate it is. I saw that post, man. So it looks like a total of 16.6 Americans. The World Cup final that set a record since the 1994 Winter Olympics. 42 million viewers attended on Fox, 24 million on Telemundo. But I'm trying to find that post, man, about the about Telemundo's record. And but yeah, I'm trying to find it, guys. Yeah, so I'm still getting to it. I just need to find that tweet, man. It's really hard, man. Okay. Oh, come on. This is a combine. I'm trying to see Telemundo. If I can't find it, I might just have to do it. But yeah, 66 million Americans watched Spain, Argentina, man. Biggest of all. 38 million viewers on Fox. But yeah, I can't find the thing. Breast project. But yeah, the most watched, man. And this is a successful, man. And now I might have to go on NBC. I'm not trying to get copyright since I don't own these images. But I'm just trying to find the record, man. Come on. I can't find it. But I saw that, or did I skip it, man? It's about these posts, man. Yeah, they did break the record. Now I'm going to have to click this. Okay, can you guys see my screen or no? Damn it, I'm going to have to add this. But yeah, credit to NBC and Universal's website. Credit to them. Telemundo and Peacock's record of 24 million Spain's victory, and that's the most watched in the media in Telemundo's history, man. Which is even more than the last FIFA World Cup, which was, and especially there was on average 6 million viewers across 104 matches, which is even an increase from 2.6 million from the 2022 stages, man. The 2022 edition, man, that drew them, and these were the 10 watch games. Is this history or is this the entire World Cup? And these were the most watched games. Mexico, England was the second most watched game ever, and the Mexicans absolutely turned up, man. And that's the closest event. That tells you how close it was, man. Mexico, England, and Mexico, Ecuador. Mexico dominated. Brazil, Norway was in fifth. I'm surprised we were in fifth. Norway, England. Even the United States' most popular game in the States, in Spanish, only ended in seventh and only 12 million. But this is insane, man. These were the most watched up games, man. And you want to know what's crazy? Let me get water real quick because I'm thirsty. I need a hydration break myself. Even though I'm going to get into about Fox and Telemundo in a bit. But besides that, man, Telemundo made that amazing record views, man. Even though Telemundo, Fox, we're going to talk about in just a minute, man. These were the 15 most watched matches in Spanish history, and these were, I think this is World Cup. I don't know how many watched the 2022 World Cup final. I kind of forgot, but this is an increase, 70 billion across Telemundo. Wow, 22 billion made combined. This is a successful World Cup for Telemundo, man. And these were the most watched games. I think on Peacock, recording views, 13 million. Mexico ain't close. This is just W's, man. Telemundo absolutely succeeded expectations, man. Congrats to Ian Peacock. This is massive, man. These guys actually did it, man. They pretty much the financial breakdown of Wall Street Shockwave, pretty much their version, man. And pretty much, and while this is happening, I had to break it since I don't want anything, but Univision, man, since they're having a rivalry with Telemundo, I'm assuming they're pissed off, fuming, man, because I'll give you reasons why. Because Univision's, since they didn't have any games, the fans dropped off, man. They seen the 29% dropped in U.S. ad sales because of Telemundo having the World Cup rights, man. And now, I need to explain about this Univision Telemundo rivalry. I know I couldn't find an image between the two having a rivalry, but yeah, man. And now this is no joke, man. Univision or TUDN's channel. If we go TUDN versus Telemundo, let me see if I can find an image. Hopefully that didn't spell wrong. Oh yeah, I posted that on Twitter, man. So yeah, Telemundo. Most people wanted to watch Telemundo as well over Fox just because of the hydration breaks, man. And even though they have the rights of Liga MX, they must be fuming because TUDN and Telemundo has the most powerful event and the best league in the world, arguably, on their side, while Telemundo. Oh my days, we're not talking about this properly. All right, I saw. They have it, man. Even though there's a TUDN and MX, but I'm not trying to confuse it with them. But yeah, man. And even though Telemundo and Univision, man, they must be fuming, man. There's a 1 million. I actually think CBS does a great job at covering UEFA competition. Not sure if Telemundo will do it outside. So Telemundo's light here better. I don't care what the color is. Let me watch the game past the very true. And Telemundo has that pass. But yeah, man, Univision, man, this might look bad, man. And listen. And then especially before we get to Telemundo Fox, it's pretty much Telemundo had the summer of Grand Threat pretty much versus Univision Modern Strike Upgrades Text versus Pack. And listen, Univision and Telemundo, these are arguably the two biggest companies for Hispanics in the United States, man. Our two most popular Spanish language channels, and especially their sports, it's been really big, man. These two teams, these two companies are really fighting it out. Who is arguably the best for Hispanic Americans? For me personally, yes, I know in the past I said Univision was better because they had the rights, but people could make debates about the ignorancy. You could say Univision is a little bit more, I don't want to say ignorant, both sides has their good and bads, but you could argue Telemundo had some better options. Univision's vice versa as well. People want to debate, but I didn't mind either. But I did notice at that time, Univision, they have more soccer rights, football rights. I know how to say the word soccer. They have more football rights. And before the World Cup, Telemundo, they didn't make big moves, unfortunately. Univision, they had every single right. Univision, of course, you'll have mostly Liga MX home games. The Mexican national team when they play friendlies. Especially the tournaments they play in the CONCACAF Nations League, CONCACAF Gold Cup. The UEFA Champions League was pretty much their bread and butter, you could argue. Liga MX home games. especially the rights of Club America's home, Cruz Azul's home, while Telemundo gets their rivals Chivas, as now the TUDN used to also have Tigres' home at one point before they switched on the partnership of Fox Deportes and Telemundo, grabbing together. Now they've been doing a great job, and now these two are now fighting because Univision was dominating Telemundo. They had, like I said, Univision had everything. They had Champions League along with Europa League, Conference League, including the finals. People do turn up in Spanish. CONCACAF Nations League, CONCACAF Gold Cup, Copa America, the Euros, even the UEFA Super Cup. They were just dominating. And big up Spidey. That's you, right? You're subscribed to this channel. Yo, Spidey, can I ask you, since you're Hispanic, what do you think of the Univision versus Telemundo rivalry? Can I ask you that? What are your thoughts? Who's better? Because Univision, like I'm explaining, had more rights. They had more audience than Telemundo. They were dominating since the last World Cup, or actually even before the last World Cup. They had everything. In this cycle, they had the Euros, they had Copa America, they had the CONCACAF Nations League, UEFA Nations League, even European World Cup qualifiers, and some of the friendlies, the Mexican national team. They had everything. They were dominating Telemundo's playbook in every single thing. Despite not having a European league to broadcast, they had the UCL. That was their bread and butter, was actually the UCL annually. The CONCACAF Nations League, CONCACAF Gold Cup every 2 years, the UEFA Nations League, everything. They had everything. And I was like, yeah, Univision was dominating Telemundo, despite Telemundo having the better graphic cameras than Univision. Univision was making a ton of money, and Univision dominated everyone. And now this World Cup has been closing. Now this World Cup has now gotten reality check. Big up, Spidey. And let me know if you want the link. I could send you the link. Telemundo's miles better than Univision. They have been the backing of Comcast. Yeah, and what else do you think? Univision might be dominating soccer coverage, but like everything else, would you argue? Yeah. And Univision, they had everything, Spidey. They had the Euros. They had Copa America. They had pretty much everyone. Europa League, Gold Cup, everything, man. Despite not having a European league, they have Liga MX, and now Telemundo has now stolen their bread and butter. And then now this could be bad news for Univision. Even though I wouldn't say Univision's downfall, I'm not saying they get bankrupt or anything, but yeah, man, this is a rivalry of two, man. And now Telemundo has woken up because it took them till 2025 to get those rights. But yeah, man, like I used to be on that wagon that Univision just had the better, just because they had the better rights, man. They were just analyzing now. And I know they have a rivalry with Azteca back in Mexico too, just as much as the United States, man. But yeah, man, someone tweeted this out. TUDN has fallen off when looks like this guy's a West Ham and Cruz Azul fan. I'll see if I'll give him a follow. It's fallen off when Televisa has ended. This might be the beginning of the end. Maybe, man. I forgot to retweet this. Bro's blaming on Televisa when Televisa merged is to get the UCL rights. Oh my days, man. Yeah, you're right. The manager of companies since 2024 is crazy. Well, manager, what have they done wrong? I think Edgar Medica especially the praises to Chivas, man. And it's true, man. They left Miami, lost their best air talent. Now their commentary sucks. And you could argue that, honestly. You're talking to American support. Thanks, Televisa. But yeah, man, this is not a joke, man. Like, about this rivalry, man, this is no joke. Mosh, you're here. Yes, they have Premier League. Exactly. They're right. Mexico expect to win. Yeah, the U20s, man. Even though I haven't paid attention fully. But I saw I didn't saw the game, but I saw the tweets. But now, for Univision, this looks bad, man. Because now you lose the Champions League. Even though you don't have a European league, well, the top 5 non-European league, but the European League, but the Champions League is your bread and butter. And heading to the 2030 World Cup, I think this might be competitive, man. Liga MX tonight, I'll see. We might talk about it during that. So not a lot of people talked about this on Twitter, funny enough, or somewhat. But yeah, because these two were fighting who's better for Hispanics. I think Univision has dominated Telemundo, but now in the States, at least in the States, because there is that TUDN in Mexico as well, Televisa. But yeah, but now TUDN, Telemundo, with the rights of Tigres and what's that team called? Bravo Juarez helped them a lot. It kind of helped them somewhat, especially Tigres, a major club in Mexico. And I remember 2024, Univision was on. Dude, you want to know something, guys? Univision dominated Telemundo. Telemundo's on a low point. 2024, these guys had. Yes, they had the Brazil-Argentina home games along with Vigths as they fought it out, man. But Telemundo, besides the Olympics, they did nothing. Yes, you had the annually Premier League games. You know, the Premier League season. Liga MX home game, the United States men's national team friendlies. But when the U.S. plays CONCACAF Nations League, Gold Cup, Copa America, it's all on Univision, man. And now with this, it has hit them. So yeah, you're in Bakersfield, California. Dang, you're playing here. Oh, interesting, man. But yeah, man. I hope you guys stand. But yeah, Moss, what do you think of this Univision Telemundo rivalry? I'll put the link in for anyone. But yeah, these two are fighting out. But it looks like Telemundo has woken up, man. Because Televisa used to dominate, honestly. And I thought, and Telemundo, they used to be called Universal Deporte or something on another channel. But now with the Champions League raid and the 2027 has taken over. And now this could mean bad news for Univision, man. This is not going to look good. I might have to make a part 2 about this soon, maybe. But now Telemundo is also creating a rivalry with Fox. And the people at Fox, they're also jealous of Telemundo too, man. You choose to then because it somehow made it to Canada thanks to your Fire Sticks, man. But of course, I thought Univision was the better in this, but they had the World Cup in front of them. And now with Univision, they dominate Telemundo. Oh, yeah, they also had the Club World Cup as well. They broadcasted like 18 games of the Club World Cup as well, man. There was like 100 games. Univision had like 18 games to broadcast, man, during the FIFA Club World Cup, man. And then especially in their partnership with DAZN, man. These guys absolutely cooked. Even last year in 2025, even though Univision Telemundo was getting a bit better, but Telemundo was on a low point. Chivas got knocked out in the Liguilla against club crosstown rivals Atlas. Telemundo hit a low point December and the fall and summer of 2024. Okay, besides the Olympics, June, November, and December 2024. And now since they've gotten more rights, they have woken up, man. But yeah, man, I believe this is the monopoly, man. And now with this, they have rights to this. The only result Univision has, at least, the good news is, the only good news Univision has, the good news is they have, hold on, hopefully I spelled this right because it's really hard. Oh, come on. Come on, I want Libertadores. Come on. Univision actually will be getting the next Libertadores rights here in the States in Spanish. So that's good news. Maybe reuniting both South America and CONCACAF. Maybe broadcasting those a couple games in March, man. And now it looks like they might broadcast Univision games. But yeah, man. We're going to get to Vicinha in a bit, man. Colo Colo is playing and people are actually watching Colo Colo. I don't follow these guys. Interesting. But yeah, the only good news about Copa Libertadores, Univision has gotten those rights, and it's been confirmed. I may not spell it right, man. How can I not spell Univision? Yes, I know. We'll get into it, man. We'll get into the update about Vicinha. Yes, I know. But yeah, man. This might look. But yeah, man. Like Univision, Telemundo, they also have stole a couple. I wouldn't say stole, but like a couple of their former guys from Univision that used to work there now works at Telemundo, including Jose, Luis Omarta, and Diego. I think they all leave, especially, man, for Telemundo, and they're probably jealous. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Can I not spell Univision, man? Oh, come on. I'm not answering. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, man. It looks like with that, man. Just Panama, Honduras. Okay. I can't find those rights, man. No, yo soy culpado. Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. Oh, sorry about that. I just have to get this. Sorry about that. But yeah, man. Come on. I can't spell Univision. I might just say TUDN. I swear, man, that these guys. But yeah, man, looks like Univision has gotten those rights. Will that help, man? We will see, man. But now people are being more critical of Univision. I've seen this on Reddit as well, man. So yeah, before we move on, this rivalry is unfolding, man. This might actually be, hey, man, and these guys might actually lose it all. Come on, stop with these off-topic things. I'm trying to put, and it's not putting in there. So it looks like the only thing they have is Copa Libertadores, man. Because BN Sports, they might be in big trouble, and we're going to have to talk about them soon. They used to be kind of a powerhouse, but not anymore, man. These guys probably might potentially face extinction, or I wouldn't say they would, but their downfall might be true, man. Now they're losing Libertadores, man. Telemundo will now have the champions of Europe, while Univision returns the champions of South America. And now, yeah, man, instead of broadcasting Univision on both, they'll lose the Champions League. I mean, they'll have Libertadores and UCL together in March, April when they start the group stage. The group phases ends before the final. But yeah, Mel. Yes, I'm here. So yeah, man, their only hope is the Brazilian diaspora, man. The South American diaspora, the non-Mexicans. And maybe Mexicans that want to watch Libertadores like me turn up, man, because BN Sports, man, they might be in big trouble. They only have the French League to save them. The Intercontinental Cup, I don't even know, man. But yeah, man. They'll lose UCL, but they got Libertadores, man. Especially the rise of Flamengo, the Corinthians trying to come back, Palmeiras. Right now, Boca Juniors and River Plate are trash. I mean, we'll see if these guys come back, but their standards have dropped off. Like Alianza Lima, or Nacional Junior from Colombia, Quito, Barcelona, and Independiente del Valle from Ecuador. So we'll see what happens, man. But if you're Univision, your last hope might be Libertadores, man. And these guys might actually cook, honestly. So I think this rivalry is going to be competitive, but they're probably going to lose. But now, since they're losing UCL, Univision and TUDN must be thinking to themselves, as they're viewing Telemundo, not only with the World Cup rights, They better hope they have one more fun Champions League season, some big thrillers and big games that helps their viewership before it moves to Telemundo. And I know this was suggesting Mexico comes back Libertadores. Well, we don't know yet for a CONCACAF team that you're participating. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, they signed a new deal. And this is Univision's last hope is win Libertadores, man, because I don't think Univision, of course they're not going to die. Maybe they'll slow down. Maybe they're not going to be as dominant over Telemundo as they are. But I think that's all I got to say, man. Like, we're going to get into this now, man. So, yeah, you know what to do. And I think that will be it of the thing. So, what's the final minute? 54. Oh, wow. We talked about this for a while, man. So, yeah, man. So, you know what's... So, yeah, man. This will be it for the Copa Libertadores and UCL. But, yeah, Televisa, man, and Univision, the rivalry TUDN is absolutely mad, man. And now they lose the UCL, man. It's probably going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. But Libertadores might be the deal since they got big games. The South American football returns. But yeah, man, Telemundo might close the cap this time. They've woken up, man. I said seen Libertadores since Paredes, which we all know. So yeah, man, I believe that's all I got to say about that. But all right, so say whatever you want. I don't mind neither. I think Telemundo has the better quality camera. Univision, I believe, just had the bigger bid rights. And we'll see. I know some people say Televisa will now fall off. We'll see what happens, man. Funny enough, Club America plays in the bid, and they'll take those opportunities. But yeah, man, normally Telemundo, Univision makes more views. Telemundo, they get less views. They finally made 1 million views in some big games like Mexico's games. Argentina's comeback against England. The World Cup final hasn't reached 1 million views just yet. But Univision was dominating Telemundo. And the only highlight Telemundo did was the 7-0 win back in March post-World Cup. Liverpool United, of course. That humiliation, man, they actually gave at Anfield. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens, man. Let's see what happens, man. But yeah, the Estadio Azteca actually returns today for America's game, which will be broadcasted on TUDN. And like, here's the part, right? I just want to see the game. America, I think this is their official story in 11 that just came out just now. Interesting, because we're gonna get into it. I mean, we'll see how much, because Atlanta, since they play at home, the Liga MX team at the Azteca, man. Adam, what league? Mostly Liga MX since it's the home league. La Liga, a bit of MLS. The Brazilian league, not yet. Slowly making a rise. I hope that's working. With Flamengo's home games is uprising. Okay, most of course Liga MX, La Liga, Premier League, just on the high standards. Local leagues, maybe MLS is like 7th place, 6th place, or 7th place, just behind local Liga MX. The top 5 leagues: Premier League, Liga 1. This. So I would say MLS is 7th. Number 8 would probably be the Portuguese league. Eredivisie is probably 9. But it's up there, man. But yeah, I cannot believe they've returned to the Estadio Azteca. But no one is watching. No one is noticing the Azteca's back after that England-Mexico game. Probably should have hosted the World Cup final because there were just as many people in that kind of empty Cruz Azul game than than almost the amount of people that watched the World Cup trophy ceremony anyways. But yeah, man. So, all right. So, yeah, they'll lose the UCL, but however, shoot, I forgot what I want. So, yeah, so TUDN has more subscribers than Telemundo. They have more fans, but Telemundo is now catching up, it looks like, man, because they used to be. But now we have this another problem. It looks like people are tuning in from Fox versus Telemundo. Did I not spell it wrong? All right. About the FIFA World Cup. Because Telemundo called out Fox for them doing the hydration break commercials way too much. And honestly, Televisa will probably do the same thing, and I probably wouldn't agree. So why broadcast Bundesliga? They just got those rights, man. I mean, you could say maybe the Luchazia. Now they're saying, yes, we're going to get into it, man. We're going to talk about Cape Verde. But yeah, man. I'm surprised Arturo's not here. But yeah, man, 62 million Americans did watch Fox, Telemundo. But here's the thing. Even though Telemundo didn't get all the viewers because of Fox existing, people at Fox were trying to blame Telemundo about accusing them of stealing viewers. This just because Spanish, because there was a report 20% of all Telemundo viewers in the World Cup were actually English speaking, and even they didn't understand. They I know some people want to ditch Telemundo because of Andres Concho. Say whatever you want. On them, I think he's okay. He's a legend. But this is just annoying. But yeah, Fox Telemundo, they fought it so hard over the World Cup, especially, and then especially the viewers. Telemundo was one of the few networks that they did show ad commercials, and they just want to do the old school way. And don't forget the players at Mexico, South Africa in the opener inaugural game. One of the players. Not one of the players. The players South Africa and Mexico, I believe, had to wait because Fox was still on commercial break for like 1 or 2 more minutes, man. It was supposed to be like 2 or 3 minutes of the hydration break. But yeah, man. It's just this. But now Telemundo, now some people, they've got more support, and Telemundo has gotten this. And yeah, and I hate to say it, Telemundo has the better voices. Big up Blue. I mean, better commentators, man. Say whatever you want about Andres Scott. Say whatever you want about NBC Universal, but they have the better squad. I mean, not better squad. I mean, better like hosting, pretty much. They just have everything. The passion was there. Fox was like, all right, Telemundo is just another level. And people want to debate who is better because Telemundo wanted to get rights. And now they're up to it, man. They're not playing around. And then fights between the Fox Sports Premium versus Peacock went out of control, man. And the Mexico games cooked on Telemundo, even if it was at the Azteca, even though Televisa will claim it's their stadium, but they don't have rights to the World Cup. But yeah, man, like what do you think of Fox Telemundo's rivalry? I know the Super Bowl was still the most attended game since we love our Super Bowl because of this. But people want to debate Fox Telemundo, especially the goal versus just like, it's in. It's a goal, but like they're not saying goal. I know there was one unprofessional actor, which a Uruguayan was commentating the game, and it was sad Uruguay was going 1-0 down. I believe to Saudi Arabia or Cape Verde. They tied the game. It was one of those games. And I know it wasn't being professional. But we'll see. I'll try to chat as much as I can. Watch chat number 1 again. Yes. But yeah, man, who do you prefer? Fox, Telemundo? Honestly, Telemundo. Even though Fox had the better highlights. But yeah, but Telemundo just kind of create problems for Fox, man. Because they probably would have gone all the rights by themselves, since the Spanish language barrier of a stronghold exists. They had to go through that. You're probably disappointed because they didn't got all the viewers. They probably would have made money, but instead they didn't. Like, I forgot how much money Telemundo made, like more money I know they had that $250 million. Up, so Telemundo, like, funny enough, these guys made $354 million. Yeah, the bit is a bit outdated. Yeah, I do like the graphics, man. They so far in this World Cup, they earned 354 million of ad revenue. Compare the entire of like 100 and what's it called, $115 million in the entire 2024, which their campaign was poor, man. 2024, they had nothing. This was their lowest point. They only had Liga MX game. They only had Chivas home games. They only had the Premier League. Only a few USMNT games between September and November. That was it, man. There was a lot, man. But yeah, man, there wasn't a lot. But yeah, man, 2026 triple 2020 with the World Cup alone so far, man. What an increase. 839. You see the non-Hispanic migration. And while Univision saw a decline because of Telemundo's dominance, and they're hoping the bit of Liga MX, yeah, they'll do Leagues Cup, which is a competition I don't like. Makes the competition, the summer, some people don't like. But let me see how much Fox made before we can talk about Bersinia to Colo Colo. Let me see. Let me search up Google AI. But yeah, man, these guys, they kind of don't like each other, man. I wouldn't be surprised. And Fox, they probably have the same agenda. And even though I haven't heard any agenda between Fox and Univision, I could be wrong. I don't think I heard absolutely nothing. Fox Sports, they created like 1.9 billion in the entire history. 835 million for the 36 tournament alone. For exclusive language rights, including the 350 event. Man, oh wait, is this the combined? Is this the combined then? Wow, man. 500 more, man. Even though Fox would have made more without Telemundo. Now Fox, Telemundo, they might be secretly. They control massive USMN ratings, especially in Spanish, man. But the problem is they want to debate who it is. And Fox and Telemundo, they're also having this rivalry, it looks like, over the World Cup. Who made more views? Who is the true color in this? This might just go on, man. I might have to make a video about it. And some people prefer, yeah, I kind of do prefer Telemundo. Even though I do like some of Fox's commentary besides Alexis Honno's days, man. I immediately turned off Fox from and funny enough, Fox only has a few MLS games and select games. Since I didn't want to pay up for Apple TV, I just wait whatever game they have on. Fox, as long as they're showing it Fox Deporte in Spanish, since they do, I guess it was. But yeah, only a few games. Whoever has it, man. But in Brazil, what's the rivalry? Global? Who's Global's biggest rivals? Cas TV? Record? Who's their biggest rivals? Because in Mexico, in the United States in English, I would argue it should be Fox versus CBS, but it's not really much. Or maybe NBC. Well, the only thing NBC USA just broadcasts is the Premier League and the Summer Olympics. That's it. Every league, man, as much as I can, man, especially, but mostly Liga MX, Brazilian League, of course. And of course the top 5 European leagues. Even though top 5 leagues. I was trying to find the Portuguese league, but it's like on this small site. I forgot its name since it but yeah, even they have a PR site, man. I don't mind giving a follow. But yeah, man, they'll try to compete as the best, man. Is New York Telemundo viewer not included all here? Oh my days, man. But yeah, people want to compare. But yeah, Fox and Telemundo, the rivalry, man. It's just a playbook, man. So actually, they should produce quality, man. 70%, but man, the enemies, the rivalry. 52 weeks around enshrining these, man. Even though just because of this fight that started between Telemundo and Fox, they're saying that they want like an Apple TV or Netflix bid to do one major spot that has both English and Spanish. I don't know why Fox supporters didn't bid because it probably would have made more sense. But then Telemundo was owned by NBC. They did it in Spanish, including the USMNT game, as NBC Sports upload their games in Espanol, man. And that's just creating this. Global's biggest rival. Yes, your record. Oh, yeah, SP Brasileño most recent Cats TV, because I'm seeing they're broadcasting games for free, man. In Mexico, for soccer. I mean, technically in United States sports, non-soccer events, football events like NFL, it technically is supposed to be ABC and ESPN going against CBS, I think, for NFL. Debatable. Fox, they also are up there, NBC. So it's like 4 major companies, CBS, ABC, ESPN, same thing, CBS, Paramount, and Fox, NBC Universal, USA Network, NBC Sports. Yeah, man, they just love fighting it out on American sports too. And like there's rivalry, but in soccer, it's arguably right now it would be ESPN FC, or should I say ESPN? La Liga versus NBC's Premier League, but then Paramount plus CBS. So and I made a video where I was ranking, even though Fox, like, they have 2 channels. They decided to upload all their World Cup highlights on Fox Sports rather than Fox Soccer. I don't know why they turned off Fox Soccer. I don't know what happened. It's Fox Sports, I thought it was, but now they decided to move all their World Cup content there. You could debate there's ESPN, there's this, and say whatever you want, but yeah, man. I thought this is a rivalry. I hope I could explain, man. Everything, man. Like, but yeah, man. So we're moving on, I guess. But yeah, man. In Mexico, it's Azteca versus TUDN Televisa, owned by the same company as Univision, and in Argentina, I believe it's TYC Sports versus that another channel. I forgot its name. It's not. I don't know if they're having a rivalry with ESPN. Every country is different. In England, this happened similar. Sky Sports versus BBC, if I'm not mistaken, man. It was like them versus Sky Sports fighting up the UK rights in general, man, as like the rival. I know there is also global rivals. Silencing Rights Champions League Ioka. And I know Brazil's right record. I mean, Brazil's like football, like TV rights is much more crazier, man. You have ESPN Brazil. You have a couple things, man. You have ESPN Brazil. You had global. You have global broadcasting games, Libertadores, some of them games, Paramount Plus. Like you got everything plotted out here too, man. I was like, damn, this is massive. And then broadcasting games for free on YouTube, man. And getting the views, man. How much revenue they make, man. It's just mad, man. And Colo Colo, they win their game while announcing Vicinha, man, the Cape Verde goalkeeper. So we're moving on. We'll come back if you have any questions. Before kickoff, Vicinha, Cabo Verde's goalkeeper, will be joining Colo Colo. And I don't know if they are playing Libertadores or not. I forgot. And it's official. He's joining the Chileno League, which I thought this was a better move than Inter Miami just because Inter Miami the money and Colo Colo got it done. Dude, this guy, honestly, in my opinion, yes, you could say Unai Simon was the best goalkeeper. But Vicinha, man, all those saves against Spain and Argentina, he should be second, if not given the Golden Glove, man. At 40 years old, man, he still has it, and now he's joining Colo Colo on a free transfer. He's amazing as he's moving on from Portugal, man. Second division. Wow, what a performance, man. He was the outstanding player of all, man. But I like Cape Verde's outfield players too, man. But yeah, Colo Colo as a Libertadores, like winning UCL, but doesn't get it. I ain't even Chile, but South America. Yeah, Colo Colo are the biggest club in Chile. And their biggest rivals is Universitario of Estudiantes or something. Yeah, made 30 years ago. Nobody cares. And I mean, respect South American football, man. Listen, Argentinian football, but I still respect. But yeah, man, he has arrived, man. I see it. Yep. Yes, oficial. He's just the all-of-a-sudden goalkeeper. He was just diving everything the right way. Only giving up. He conceded 5 goals to. Yes, he conceded to Uruguay. You could argue they grouped Uruguay. They were unlucky to play Argentina and Spain, but this player, man, they kept Argentina to extra time, man. They silenced all the haters. People thought Cape Verde was just gonna be a debut noob team. Okay, like no disrespect, like maybe they'll probably lose every single game, but their goal, I thought they'll probably be maybe lose by a couple goals by like a respectable 2 or 3-0. South did got trashed by Germany, and that was kind of to be expected, even though they scored the first goal. Kind of got grouped sadly. But yeah, man. Brazilian third, world football at this point. This is the wrong transfer. And say whatever you want about it, but I'm talking about the performance, man. He's absolutely making 2010 broadcast made football. Soon they broadcast friendlies. He needs to capitalize off the market. But yeah, man, interesting. Oh, yeah, he was at that club, man. That's crazy. But yeah, man, what a player! Now he's joining Colo Colo, a massive club in Chile. Absolute Rosinia, man. What a player! And that's the Azteca, 9 minutes off, and now no one cares because it's not Mexico's. It's not the World Cup. It's Liga MX. No one is turning up besides the local fans. The high altitude, man. Atlanta hosting Club America in the Derby, since they live in the exact same area. I thought Atlanta was like somewhere in like Guadalajara or maybe Morelia or something, or between Mexico City, Guadalajara, or in Guadalajara. I thought it was, or maybe near Toluca. I thought Atlanta was from Toluca, maybe, but no. But yeah, man, congrats to Versinia, man. He absolutely joined Colo Colo, man. And we will see what happens. Just definitely keep it the tournament, man. So yeah, man. So before we do the Ballon d'Or, he's 40 years old and he still has a 4-1 against Santos, man. Yeah, they won 4-1. We will, and like, there's probably no need to do a watch one, but Neymar, they advanced to the round of 16, but we will see who they're playing. Shout out to España. But yeah, man, absolute Rosinia, man. It's about to become irrelevant. And we'll see what happens. But I don't think Colo Colo, are they playing Sudamericana? I forgot, man. Yeah, he plays, and these guys, they qualified. We might have to check the bracket then. We're going to have to check the bracket seriously in a couple minutes, or you not? Screw it, man. We're going to see the bracket right now. LeBron has 76ers. Is a better transfer than this. Can argue, but let me see. Just because of this, I'm not hating on this transfer. I think, even though MLS is a much better either, but I think it's better to play Sudamericana versus this crap. But yeah, man. Hold on. Is there a bracket? So Colo Colo, or is there a draw as well? Come on. Oh, come on. Why are we doing this? I thought there's a bracket. Next round is yet to be determined. Come on, Fop Mob. There's no draw in this. round of 16. They only did the draw for the playoff. Oh, my days. But yeah, he's playing Sudamericana, and maybe, who knows, he could take Colo Colo to the final. Let's see what happens, man. Oh, come on. I want the bracket, man. Do I have to travel back to May? I have to go back to my saves post, man. No, come on. I have to go all the way to my bookmarks, man. I have to go all the way back in May, man, to find this post, man. Come on. Oh, come on. No, I can't find it. I didn't save it. No. Oh, come on. No, man. I just want to see. No, I just want to see the bracket. Come on. No. So annoying. Oh, come on. And I don't even know it's bracket in Spanish. So fucking stupid. Sorry. It's just bullshit. From Fought Mob, man. Come on. What do you mean? Man, this is a serious tournament, man. Come on. I need to see. No, come on. Come on. I'm trying to find it, man. I can't find that bracket, man. It's so stupid. And now they're hiding their account. Bullshit, man. Oh, come on. No, I'm also... Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I might have to do this on my phone, man. Let me find it, man. Not Copa America. Okay, I have to go to the Brazilian account. Oh, I found it now. Perfect, man. Okay, I'm gonna... Wait. Colo Colo, I don't see them. They're not playing Sudamericana. They're not playing Sudamericana. Are we having a full house at the Azteca? Not as full as Mexico, England, but... I don't see Colo Colo. They claim this is the round of 16. I don't see it, man. It says the quarterfinals. Come on. I don't see Colo Colo. They're not in here. Where's Colo Colo? No, I might have to do the Libertadores. Come on, give me Spanish. They didn't even freaking tweet this out. Are you freaking kidding me, man? I have to dive down. I have to scroll down for a while to find this tweet, man. I don't see Colo Colo. I'll read the chat while I'm scoring down my phone, just so like, yeah, as well. Tijuana Leon. Let's see. June 12th. Oh my days, man. Come on. I thought they're playing Sudamericana. I don't see these guys. May 30th. Where's the Libertadores? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't think they are in. No, I don't see Colo Colo. They didn't qualify for the round 16. Colo Colo, I don't see them. I don't see Colo Colo. So it looks like he claims that he's playing. Or did these guys not qualify? Oh, these guys might not even qualify yet. These guys didn't qualify after all? Interesting. These guys have actually didn't qualify. All right, guys. You know what? That's probably why. All right. So I guess, you know what? I guess we can move on to the next topic, but I think that's okay. Transfer. I expected more. But yeah, man. So you know what? But yeah, man. Cape Verde was my quality. Was my surprise, man, of course. Curaçao could have done a bit more. I thought Cape Verde was a bit unlucky for Argentina being in there. Spain, they had a tough group. Uruguay, it was a bit disappointing. I mean, they could have gone to the round of 16. And you know what? Before America plays, I want to go to the grades on my FIFA ranking. But yeah, man, and we could talk about the tournament, but let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be BRB. Let me use the restroom real quick, man. Miguel Herrera comes back to the Azteca. All right, let me use the restroom real quick. I'm back, guys. So yeah, the game is about to start in a couple minutes. So we're doing this live along together. So we're back, right? I just needed to use the toilet. But yeah, man. So we're going to start off the World Cup bracket. So my grade for each one of them, man. This is from my opinion. So we're going to start off according to this. So yeah, man. This is a grade from Time Maker, Tier Maker. And someone made this. I didn't even make this. But yeah, here are the grades from everyone. Big ups. So yeah, man, America Cruz Azul was about to...
Shopping for your next car?
Now,
What about third row
hold
seats?
on, what's
It means a car nationwide.
Keep it away. Come on, I didn't ask for this ad. Someone added this out of nowhere. Sorry about that, guys. We kick off at the Azteca, but is anyone going to care? So, yeah, man. This is my grade for the World Cup, but before I grade the World Cup, I give this World Cup a 7, 8 out of 10. I think people did turn up for the World Cup. People did turn up for America. I mean, not America. People turned up on the U.S. games, despite the criticism. They did turn up in a couple games. They did, man. And it wasn't even close, man. The CBS Sports even have a game. No, they don't. Could I go Pluto TV? Let's see. Pluto TV. No, not Tubi. I said Pluto TV. No. Pluto TV. Let's see if they have this America game. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So fucking stupid. No. Paramount Plus is a joke. Play. This is different, man. So stupid. Come on. There's nothing there, then alright, we'll go back to TUDN. Yeah, not now. Please. Alright, let's see if they have this game. No, they don't. But yeah, man, Fox was the biggest winners, man. But yeah, I'm surprised they turned up, man. Each fans had different hits. The Dutch had the orange wave from you. The Norwegians were doing, oh, yep, by you, Moss. The orange wave. Brazilians, we had kind of a bit of a party ourselves. Mexico, well, they were mostly at home. Canada was mostly at home, except for those knockout games. Could have stayed at BC Place back to back, but they couldn't. Yeah, go ahead. What was your favorite part about the World Cup? Link. All right, I guess I'll send it to you on IG, but I'll put it in the comments. So yeah. So this is how I grade every World Cup game. So yeah, man. So what's your favorite part about the World Cup? I thought they did okay, I guess, man. Nothing controversial. Going through security, no fights of any. They're probably gonna. So yeah, man. I can't believe we got Algeria already, man. How do I put this, man? Oh, all right, let me know in the comments. But right now, your favorite part of the World Cup? Honestly, besides this, my favorite game, honestly, I love Mexico, England, Spain, France, just because they decide to watch our rivalries. Not rivalry, but yeah. I mean, building the rivalry. Yeah, there's been a couple games.
Shopping your next car?
No, not this shit again. Come on, I didn't get this that, man. I didn't want that. Not a That's just pathetic, man. I get rid of stupid ads, man. Not these ads. They want me to pay up. I'm trying to do this. Now they want money of this. Fuck off. Sorry for my language, but these guys are going to keep coming back, and you guys may not hear me. It's a freaking disgrace, man. Hopefully you guys could all hear me. No. Stupid, man. And now they're going to do this shit again in a couple minutes? Is a fucking joke, man. I didn't ask for this. Stop with these ads, man. Holy, now they're doing video ads? Fuck off. Sorry for my language, but this is just pathetic, man. These guys are trying. Man, no. So I'm about to delay this, man. Stupid. Man, no. Now you can't hear him. All right. Are you doing a stream, Moss, or no? Well, yeah, man. I had to mute this just because of this, guys. It's a joke. All right, you can hear me. I guess we'll start off Algeria. Algeria made it to the round 32. They were in Argentina's group, but you managed to get out against Austria. They could have played Spain. They were winning until Austria actually equalized. So honestly, I'll give it a, anything is possible, but I'll give it a B. Well, there's an S. So of course, yeah, S tier. I guess we could go. Oh, come on, no, I'm not trying to mess up. Oh, come on. No, I messed this shit up. I made a mistake. Okay. I guess we'll go B. I forgot that other guy. No, I know they had a great case stage. Algeria, they came back, honestly. They did lost 3-0 to Argentina, Lionel Messi, even though you could argue about that red card, yellow. And even though it was a bit disappointing, they lost 3-0. Thought they kind of played okay until that moment. I'll give it a B plus since they made it. They made around 32. They lost to Switzerland. They had a great campaign. They played all right. They could have gotten other guys, but yeah, they played in Kansas City. They played here in San Jose, Santa Clara. Yeah, Argentina's group come here, but it's not the Team O Club America. Shot on target. It's probably going in. I see the fans are catching up. This is the first answers here since the Mexico-England game. But no one is turning up for these games in Mexico-England. I see Vega already creating some big chances, man. I guess we'll go Algeria. Algeria and B. I guess B minus. Okay. It's all right, B. From their standards, I guess I'll go B. Oh, Vega, let's see. But yeah, we're doing the watch along, guess. America. I don't know if I'll do all of it, but yeah. Canada beat. So yeah. I guess we'll go. They didn't have. So I guess they're going alphabetical order. Oh, come on. Pin image. I guess we're going to have to go alphabetical order. Are you kidding me? So we're going to have to go to Argentina already, man. But I'm not done speaking about Algeria. I forgot that great player. I forgot his name. I need to check Algeria because they have some Dunats from France. Cool, and here comes America. Shaw on target. These guys are playing well, man. Algeria, I guess it's okay, man. But maybe they probably would have gotten A tier if they beat in Switzerland. So that will be it for Algeria, man. Oh my days, we have to get to the poor Argentina A's for Adam. Oh my days, already Argentina, man. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Listen, these frauds, these guys got to a World Cup final with this team. Honestly, a couple things. I'm definitely not. There's no way I'll definitely put it in A, but I probably would want to be true. It's my words. No, I'm putting it in A. They got lucky to make it to World Cup final. Yes, from their standards, they have to be there. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they had to be there. And they did. They got the job done. They had an okay group stage. I thought they had an okay group stage. Messi was in shape, man. I really hate praising about Argentina, man. Their mentality wasn't gone fully. But the problem is there is some controversial calls, man, and some people are not forgiving. They were 2-0 down against Egypt. They disallowed one of the goals. And some people defend Argentina. Oh, here comes America. They're probably going to score. Oh. But yeah, they're cooking already in this derby, man. How many of their players are South American? Rafael Vega. But yeah, man. Please don't fucking concede. Yeah, Griezmann. Yeah, Griezmann. He's now Orlando City, man. Griezmann is amazing, man. Griezmann is amazing, man. Oh, I just saw a post, but yeah. Big up Arturo, man. What do you... But yeah, man, I'm doing the rankings list, man, and I can't believe I have to give these guys an A, man. I mean, I thought they did okay in the group stage and the shaky. They've been shaking in knockout stages, which I'll explain, man. Here comes Atlanta. And we're doing a Club America watch-along, kind of. So, you know what? Screw it. So, I guess I'll add the America watch-along against Atlanta. But, yeah, man, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. Congrats on the World Championship. Yes, we're going to get into it. And I have a question. Who do you prefer? In Spanish, who do you think is better, Telemundo or Univision, man? Because I've talked about this a bit ago, and I want to have your opinion, man. Who do you prefer? Who do you prefer? Univision or Telemundo, Arturo, man? Who do you prefer? Give me... Oh, yes, we will be there, of course, yes. I will be there, but yeah, I just cannot believe. See how my brother, yeah, big up. But yeah, man, well, this game kicks off, man. What do you think? Who do you prefer, Univision or Telemundo, Arturo? Just besides the World Cup and in general soccer, sport, football. Outside the World Cup, do you prefer Univision or Telemundo overall? Because Telemundo has the rights. But yeah, man, Argentina, these guys, they struggled against Cape Verde, and they needed to get an extra time header the last 11 minutes to escape the win in Miami. And they were lucky. They avoid Uruguay. But honestly, I thought Cape Verde did a great job than Uruguay. And Argentina, they should have gone on the round of 16, but since you could say the refs kind of carried them over, if they went on the round of 16, I wouldn't even give them an F, because an F would mean they probably would have gotten group. A D would probably have been out in the round of 32, man, which they could have gotten. A C, maybe in the quarterfinals, which they got very lucky, but it should have been a C or D, honestly. But I thought Argentina looked pretty shaky. Yes, they came back, but okay. But even if they went on the quarters against Switzerland, if it wasn't that Embolo getting sent off, I probably would have gave them B- or a respectable B, not like a minus F. It will have to be way worse. They have to crash on the group stage. So I'll give it an A-, but I'm an A- because some controversial calls, luckiness. Yes, they got gassed out against Spain because they played all those minutes, man. But they were lucky, honestly. But they didn't lose. Telemundo did good in the World Cup, but I watched Univision. All right, like me, fair enough. Univision TUDN is slightly better. Seems quality, yeah, because of the rivalry. Because you want to know something. Because Univision had everything. The Euros, Copa America, CONCACAF Gold Cups, Nations League, and everything. Here comes Atlanta, by the way. All right, Atlanta. I'm throwing for Atlanta. This game's already, man. Medica's the away team, man. Yeah, at the Azteca, man. At an 8 p.m. Friday kickoff, man. But yeah, man. I think Argentina, I thought they got very lucky, but they got to World Cup final. They took Spain to extra time. Dibu Martinez, I thought he looked good. He didn't look good against Egypt. He didn't make a single save, but against Spain, he was so active, and he was very lucky to keep things respectable, man. Honestly, they didn't lose a single game in 90 minutes, man. And this wasn't sustainable, man. They made a comeback against England, man. Yeah, I gifted that Argentina. Yeah, that dive, man. Yeah, for the last time, they will have the UCL, but I think the Euros, they'll do it in 2028. It's one more season before Telemundo takes over. But yeah, this rivalry is big, man. Univision, Telemundo. That's why I had to make this video of the stream. So Argentina, honestly, to my rivals, very lucky. You could argue they avoided serious teams until Spain. given that easy path, if it is, it's true. And then unfortunately, people might be forced to rank up Portugal lower, man. Even though you could argue Portugal had an harder group stage, but also made mistakes too, which we'll get later to this. The former champions, yeah, these guys will get an A minus at minimum. Or A, but not superior, man. You guys are not going there. But yeah, Algeria, I give a B from their standards. But yeah, from your world, at least you made the final. You didn't got embarrassed. Your defense was like mid, I would say. But yeah, Australia, man. Ooh, that's interesting. Australia, I don't know if they have higher those standards. I'll give it a C, I guess. Let's see. I know they were disappointing, like 70 minutes against the United States. Probably shouldn't have lost 2-0 because the game was actually pretty tight. But yeah, they got me exactly, man. Yeah, same here. Portugal got exactly, man. But yeah, because Portugal, like that was Spain, they had the harder side of the bracket compared to Argentina. Australia, I would say a C. They only won one game. That was against they've only scored 2 goals, and that was against Turkey. After that display against Turkey, yes, they lost to Mexico before in the friendly, and I forgot who they played in the States. Oh, here comes Jeremy. America misses out wide. I would say it's an okay campaign. Maybe C. They probably could have done better. Could have met the Argentina again, which I thought the rematch of the round 16 happened, but they were sucking open play. I thought they were a bit better. I forgot what was that guy's name in Australia's national team. Shooter. I forgot his name. Demorse, or I forgot his name. Been better, but yeah, man, it's a bit disappointing, man. Honestly. Okay, maybe they made the round 16. Okay, maybe B. I'll give it a C, I guess. C plus maybe. But no worse, man. They got out of the group at least. They finished second, finished above Paraguay. But Paraguay, man, we'll get into them. But yeah, I give Australia to Austria. This is their first World Cup in a while. Yeah, really close. The refs, yeah, honestly, and like they got very lucky to be honest, because they should have been D. I know I'm not gonna put them in F because they didn't got grouped. They deserve to win that group, whatever you want, even though the refs you could argue against Algeria. I thought Austria, man. America, man. We beat Portugal, but yes, to make it to the final, and I can't wait to reach Spain. But yeah, man, Austria, honestly, this is their first World Cup, honestly, in like a long time. This is Austria's first World Cup in a while, man. I thought they did okay against Argentina. They were expected to win every single game. They did drew with Algeria. It was a bit disappointing. Austria, it was a bit unlucky. They had to go through Spain. They were a bit unlucky, similar to Cape Verde. But they didn't. But yeah, unfortunately, Austria had to go out in the round of 32 against Spain, man. And Austria, man. I would say maybe B minus. I thought Leimer did everything. He kind of pocketed Yamal round 32. But yeah, lost 3-0. Disappointing against Argentina. They should have gotten an equalizer, and they gave up that goal. They should have kept that 1-0. They did Messi's penalty. So I would say Austria's first World Cup, man. B plus, maybe unlucky because they probably, if they played like outside of Spain, like if they played someone else outside of Spain or Cape Verde in Argentina, they probably would have advanced. I mean, they probably would have gotten a tough derby against Switzerland, since Algeria, I think, finished third. And Iran got grouped because of the last month's equalizer, not disappointing. So I would say, yeah, Austria, Jordan, yeah, it was in the same place. Yeah, I would say B minus. Even though could I put them? I guess I'll put Algeria. Ooh, Belgium. Honestly, they've kind of improved, man. I hate to break it. Belgium have actually improved. You could argue they were. Belgium's group was a bit shaky. Belgium was a bit shaky. Belgium, they actually were. They actually had an okay campaign. They made it to the quarterfinals, and America scores. Christian Boja. It's a goal. America scores now. Just right as I was about to praise Belgium. Goal, America at the Azteca. What a Christian Boja, the Colombian that did not got called up for the Colombian national team. 1-0. He's the second Colombian to Julian Quinones that scored at the Azteca this month besides him. Since they were both born in Colombia doing the Jesus Christ prayer. Amen. Yeah, what a header. And it hits off the post and then goal. America 1. Atlanta 0, man. But yeah, the second Colombian born after Julian Quinones to score at the Azteca this month alone. You scored at the legendary Azteca, man. Not for everyone, right? So the Ecuadorians, not for everyone. That is very good, man. So Nkapie, man, he got sent off while Boja himself scores. He didn't get called up for Colombia. And he's a really great defender, man. Absolute. What a goal from Christian Boja, man. I really like the guy. I don't know if he has gotten that great of a relationship with Julian Quinones, but yeah. Boja. Colombiano, man. And we're going to get Colombia in a bit. Absolutely, man. And Belgium, I was really surprised they kind of, Boja. Yeah, Belgium, honestly, I kind of was impressed a bit. They actually made to the quarterfinals with this team. And in Belgium, they had a mid-game against Egypt, Iran. They did turn up against New Zealand, like 5-1. And then, like, in the round of 32, they struggled against Senegal. And I knew they were mediocre for 80 minutes until the comeback in the last 10 minutes to the 90th. And it's 2-2. And then you could argue they got away with the controversial penalty. And then Belgium bodied the United States 4-1. I hate to break it, man. Belgium would probably put like one more goal against the United States. Probably would have been 5-0. If it wasn't for that deflected free kick. And it could have been 5-0, man. At worst, man. Maybe 6. And then 4-1 was embarrassing, but Belgium bodied the States. And to be fair, Belgium was the only team to score against the Spanish team, this great Spanish defense wall. Only Belgium gave them a little bit of a scare. That was it. No one else scored. And that was a great header from, what's that guy's name again? I forgot his name. They were the only team. They could have gotten to the semis. I would have gotten them an A if they were good enough to reach the semis against France and set up the derby as they're going to meet in the Nations League. But Belgium, I would say B+. I thought they improved. Gave Spain a great game. Unlucky to go to extra time. Courtois, man, made some great saves. Only conceded like a couple goals. Senegal, I know, probably was debatable as the worst performance. Belgium turned up against the States. 0-0 draw against Iran. Iran got a disallowed goal, man. But yeah, man, Belgium, I thought they were impressive, man. Someone is injured for Atlanta. Interesting. Sucks. But yeah, Christian Boja, the Colombian that got on the goal sheet at the Azteca, man. So far, how many goals? Well, this is the third Azteca game. So far, there was 5 goals. Julian Quinones, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Raul Jimenez, and now you get Luis Romero, the yellow card for one of the head staffs for poaching, or is it Miguel Herrera? He's going back. No way. He's getting a yellow already. Miguel Herrera already going back to the old time when he was America's coach, man. But yeah, I was a bit distracted. But yeah. And then that Puebla player, I forgot his name. And now Christian Boja. So that's like 5, 8, 9 players. 9 goal scorers at the Azteca since the start of July, including the Mexico-England, because this is at the legendary. Quinones, I can't. If you're Christian Boja, it feels amazing. You're joining the goal sheet with Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Julian Quinones in this amazing stadium, man. The Azteca. Dude, I wish they have a stadium power ranking, man. I would have ranked the best, man. Yeah, I see the women that had a referee, man. Wait, you know her? When? Or is it like at one point? But Belgium, I would say B plus. I forgot that, guys. But yeah, even Lukaku as a super sub, he was trying to do something even at the end of the game. I know that one mistake against Spain. But yeah, man. Belgium, I thought they were good against Algeria. I mean, not Algeria. I mean, Spain. Bit disappointed they lost, but it is what it is. So I would say B plus, not bad. You made it to the quarterfinals at least. Made it to Los Angeles. You started your campaign in Seattle. Went back to LA. I know you tied 0-0 with Iran. Went to Vancouver 5-1 and then back to back Seattle. But yeah, man. So yeah. Barcelona. Yeah, they have the same colors as Barcelona, man. This people still have watching Barcelona America, man. Gotta keep the blue shorts, man. Meanwhile, Bosnia for Sorcia, the team that knocked out Italy World Cup qualifiers. This was their first World Cup. I think they got grouped in the last one, right? I would say, honestly, I would give it a B. Maybe ahead of Austria. I mean, I would say in between. Bosnia. Honestly, I would say B, maybe B minus. Okay. They tied Canada, the host nation, 1-1. They made it to the knockout stage. Yes, they got pamped by Switzerland 4-1. And after they got pamped by Switzerland, they beat Qatar 3-1. And after Qatar, they had to play the United States in San Jose, Santa Clara. It was a bit unlucky to lose 2-0, man. They can see that free kick. I thought Bosnia were the better team. Even though I could say Balogun's red card was this. Maybe the final clinical chances were disappointing because Bosnia had 3 shots on target. None of them were scored. And the U.S. only had 2 shots on target. And all of them went in the back of the net. So just maybe keeping-wise was disappointing, man. But I thought they played well against Canada, in my opinion. And I thought they could have won this game against Canada. But it was a bit disappointing, man. But the team that they knocked out Italy, I would just give it a rest. But yeah, maybe if they went further, well, they probably would have to play Belgium in the derby. But yeah, man, Bosnia. Man, I would say, all right. For their standards, I'll give it a B. B minus. It's not bad, but maybe an A if they got around the 16 quarterfinals. But yeah, man, I'll say okay. Maybe outside the group. If they finished third, they could have gotten a C minus. No, C plus, I guess. All right. Oh shit! Are you freaking kidding me? My Brazil, man, no. F minus, F man, F all day. This was it'd be an awful campaign, man. The group stage was fine. We tied Morocco, but I thought it was respectable. We beat Scotland 3-0. And the problem is we were not that good. We got cooked by freaking Norway of all people, man. We got cooked by the Vikings. We got cooked over the heads. This is an F, man. Those standards are an absolute disgrace, man. And you were right. Norway was expected to beat us. We were absolute trash in that midfield. Casemiro with this, that, and he's going to Inter Miami. Proves that this guy is finished. We missed the penalty. We were just awful, man. We didn't look great against Japan, honestly, as well. And Vinny was unlucky to not score a goal, and unfortunately, the players collapsed. Even if we had Neymar, we had the full A team, and we thought Brazil was expected to win 1-0. Instead, we collapsed. And this is a disgrace. This is not Brazil's standards. And some people, even if our struggles against Morocco, we expected the semis at minimum. And we couldn't, man. And our standards keep fucking dropping further and further. This is the worst World Cup campaign since 1990. This is an absolute freaking disgrace, man. It's a joke, man. I'm sorry, but Brazil was fucking trash. We should have been. If it was in the quarters, I would say C. This is an F all day, man. The round of 16, I'm sorry. Could have been an F minus if we got grouped or even lost to Japan, man. And Norway was probably going to be a bit tougher, but I thought maybe extra time. And we couldn't. Neymar at the display penalty. Could tie 2-2. It was to be expected. The Norway and the Vikings. I despise it. This is disgusting. America. But man, this sucks, man. This is a horrible campaign, man. Crashing out MetLife, not even making Miami back to back. Not even good to face England, man. Not even good enough. This is an F all day, man. The players we fucking had was just embarrassing. Carlo just didn't do much. And all of the old generation, it's time to move on, man. But the problem is the leadership we need. I don't mind Marquinhos, even though he's getting older. It's just jokers, man. This is a fucking F, man. This was awful, man. If we made it to the quarters, it would be D or C, depending on the outcome. Because the last World Cup, I probably would have. I didn't make the video ranking, but I would have given Brazil just a D plus, C minus, or just a C. But this was embarrassing. This came in the round of 16. Even though this is an arguable World Cup, but they should have done it. Yeah. But even the 7-1 for those high standards of Brazil, you probably give them a B minus or C. They finished 4th place, but expected to reach the final home. They were expected to reach the semi. They meet almost all expectations, but the most important expectations besides the final was all met. 2014 at home. We have never gotten over the line, but yeah, this is an F, man. Erling Haaland, you cooked us, man. From open play, man. Can you forgive us? This was horrible, man. All indulgent. Oh, man. This day we'll never forget, man. All right, so I guess we can move on to Canada. Honestly, even Canada, for lower standards, I would argue they have somewhat of a better World Cup, man. We have never beaten a top 5 European team, man. Honestly, I would give Canada a B minus, okay? Or B, honestly. Or actually B plus. Because this is the first knockout stage. And for Canada, unlike Brazil, even though you lost 3-0 Morocco, I thought you had an okay campaign group stage. You're probably a bit disappointed. I probably would have given you a B plus, actually, if you top your group against Switzerland, which was missing. So I'll keep you maybe between Austria and Canada. I would say okay. I would say you expect around a 16. You're not expected to win the entire thing. You could have gone to the quarters. So I would say maybe your expectation, maybe if you top the group, who knows? I mean, you probably would have played Colombia either way. Yeah, that was the route to Argentina. I thought you guys did okay. I thought you guys did all right. Even if you finished second, you got the important win against South Africa late. Cooking them, man. I would say B plus. You went as far. You guys went further in Copa America, man. It's just so good. How is that possible? Even Canada is playing potentially better ball than Brazil potentially. Jesse Morris, I know it was a bit disappointing to go out 3-0, man. Could have gotten one goal. But yeah, I would say B plus. And this expanded World Cup, fair enough. You won your first knockout games. All the host nations made it to the round of 16. Well, yeah, man, this was a bit disappointing, man. Sorry, yep. Not sorry, Dom. Yep, this whole championship, man. It wasn't even close, man. Canada, they could have done something, but yeah, man. I guess I'll just leave it. I guess it's fine. Kept it there, so I guess yeah, I forgot to put you over Bosnia. All right, so Cabo Verde, Cape Verde. This is the W, man. There's you guys. Even though we went further than you, but from your high standards, I didn't expect you to be this good, man. Cape Verde. Finally, we get to talk about them. This is a masterclass from this. You tied the two World Cup finalists 0-0 and 1-1 in 90 minutes is impressive, man. I'm proud of you. You guys had the game plan. It worked. Vecino's making all those saves, stopping Spain from winning a goal. At least got a tempo on target, even if it was a wrong ball. But guess what? You actually were beautiful football. Tying Uruguay. Could have won that game against Saudi Arabia. Maybe have did a different path. Who knows? Maybe could have fought Spain the group, and maybe you would have avoided them in the round of 32. Because Spain could have finished second and played Argentina in the round of 32. Already, man. And yeah, maybe that would have been a bit different, man. But yeah, man. Dude, Cape Verde. I know you didn't win a single game, but you pretty much tied 4 straight games in 90 minutes. You took Argentina, gave them a scare, scored that great goal. The Sharks, man, I'm proud of you guys. You guys played so much fluidly, man. Even with less valued players, man. Less expected players. And you guys played a really great game, man. These guys were a bit unlucky to have Argentina in their path. They should have gotten round 16. But since their debut, I've seen enough. I'll give them an A. An A from their standard. Give them an A. Maybe an A++. Or Superior would probably make it to the quarters. Knocking down Argentina would have been an A+ or super. So, and you could have done that, man. But for me, I'll just be WA. Even though I thought Uruguay and maybe Cape and Saudi Arabia kind of slowed down a bit. But yeah, man. I would say Cape Verde, you guys deserve my salute, man. Still 1-0 America, 39 minutes in. Colombia, man. Oh, interesting. Colombia, I would say C, man. They were expected to get out of the group, but Colombia, man, I thought they were good defensively. They've only conceded 1 goal, and that was the opener against Uzbekistan. Gave them a little bit of game, and funny enough, the Colombia game was played at the Azteca against Uzbekistan right now, where America is playing, and they still have that Mexico City banner of the FIFA World Cup at the altitude, at the Azteca, man. America, will this become 2-0? Not yet. And listen, Christian Boha is look. Who scored? Cucho Hernandez scored. I think Luis Diaz scored, and that another Colombian scored, and a yellow card for Kevin Alvarez, who still stays for America. I thought he was leaving. Kevin Alvarez is still here at America, man. At the high altitude, man. These guys got the 3-1 win against and against Portugal. You were a bit unlucky to not beat them. I thought the refs screwed Colombia over. And you topped the group, man. You took the opportunity while Portugal tied I thought you should have won this game. Portugal tied DR Congo. And Houston, you took advantage in Mexico City that night. I remember. You did a stream, and that took. Yep, I saw yellow. Yep. I would say, Colombia, you had a great group stage. You won the round of 32 against Ghana. I know there was a bit disappointing. There was only a 12-minute display goal, and then nothing else happened. But against Switzerland, you took them to pens, but a bit disappointing, man. And penalties, man, shook you out. This was a team that was talked about maybe reaching the semifinals. I expected the quarterfinals. I kind of was rooting for them, but I was a bit disappointed. Switzerland blocked them in the way. Switzerland got away with it, man. Oh, there's a penalty for Tijuana, and they missed it. Cholos, they missed the pen. That's interesting. Cholos missed the pen. Interesting. Over there in Tijuana. But Colombia, I would say C plus, C. A bit disappointing to not make the quarters to force that rematch against Argentina. I'll put you ahead of Australia. You were expected to reach the round of 16. You crashed out in Vancouver in that last game outside the United States territory. And that was it, man. Vancouver, you lost, sadly. You won in Mexico City. You won in Guadalajara against your Congo, tied Portugal, Miami. I don't know. But Colombia, Portugal was that big one, man. And man. Colombia, they absolutely deserve to, I guess, but it was a bit disappointing. If it wasn't for the pressure of penalties, unfortunately, they probably would have won this game. They probably would have said, I guess, B, even if they were to lose to Argentina. But forced them to battle. But we could have faced them 4 times in a row. But Switzerland got in the quarters over Colombia, man. I would say C, but a bit disappointing. Maybe on pens, man. I don't know why Luis Diaz your 5th penalty. They could have. And it's a South American dirt. It's Copa America final. We didn't got that either, man. This would have been the Portugal match. This would have been Colombia's match. And instead, it was Switzerland who tied Qatar on the first day. Croatia, man. Croatia, honestly, I kind of feel bad for them. I guess I'll put C+. I don't know if I should be ahead of Colombia. Okay, I guess I'll put it here. B- maybe. I guess we'll put this in B-. Honestly, we could have debates. Croatia, man. They finished second in their group. That was to be expected. They lost the opener game in the derby against England since the European derby was forced in Dallas in the first game, which I was for Wild Wings. And I think Croatia, they had a great first half against England. You beat Panama 1-0, I think, as well in Toronto. And then against Ghana, you won 2-1. There was 3 minutes of stoppage time. And Colombia and Croatia, Honestly, I thought they were a bit unlucky. They were supposed to play Colombia, but they played Portugal. And listen, I thought Croatia was unlucky and potentially was robbed against Portugal. Especially that penalty decision, man. That was pretty much a dive, and the ref gave the pen, man. And Portugal, they were given the favorable refereeing decision, sadly. Just for Portugal to at least make up the round of 16 to not make an embarrassment, which I'll get to Portugal. But it was disappointing, man. But Croatia, I kind of feel bad. I couldn't blame them with the officiating, man. I think Croatia, man, they were a bit screwed with not just referees, some big teams. They had to go through this. Well, I don't know if they would have beaten Colombia. But yeah, man. Portugal. I mean, Croatia, I guess I kind of felt bad for them. It was Luka Modric's last game, but the exit was probably the round of 16. They have an aging squad, but yeah, I thought they were a bit unlucky. Colombia, at least they made it to the round of 16. All right, so Croatia, I would say be oh, we got a good one. Curacao, their first ever World Cup. Honestly, I can't even be mad. They got grouped. They were a bit disappointed to lose Ivory Coast. They tied Ecuador in that amazing game. They scored a goal against Germany. They got trashed 7-1. I would say B. I would say B tier from their standard. If they would have done what Cape Verde did with almost, they could have been an A. I would say B. I don't care. Yeah, they conceded like 9 goals. They had that amazing performance against Ecuador, and Ecuador couldn't beat Curacao. And then, like, they got a World Cup point, and it's not even bad, man. You got a World Cup point. Man, I'm proud of Curacao, man. Curaçao's like Cape Verde. Nice people, an island nation, beautiful seafood, man. Nice warm weather, sun. Tropical storms might be there, and here comes Atlanta. Are they going to equalize? They have a last second block. That's probably going to be halftime now. And it is halftime. The ref calls it. Or no, she's letting him play off. Mecca's a through ball. Okay, they're trying to tackle him. Yeah, that's probably going to be halftime. But yeah, Moss, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I would say go to Sal B. It's okay. You got your first World Cup. I guess I'll be nice. Or actually, I'll be a bit nice. Take you guys. I mean, just because, especially the players they have. Now, I know you have a couple Dutch doing national, but for your first, it's not bad at all. You got a first World Cup when you could have gotten something against Ivory Coast. Bit disappointed that even Ecuador escaped in third place. But yeah, man. Yeah, I say Ecuador. Definitely, I mean, not Ecuador, sorry, Curacao B from their standards. From the world, this I know you could say an F. I mean, from the big world standards, from the World Cup standards, failure, but from Curacao, since they're here, this is different. This is from the standards, man. The Czech Republic, honestly, these guys were a bit disappointing. I would say a D- to F plus. It's in between, man. Honestly, these guys, well, they were lucky to beat them. Dutch, yeah, blue and white, yeah. These guys got very lucky to beat who is it? They got very lucky to beat Ireland and Denmark, I believe, back-to-back penalty shootout, and they won. They managed to reach Mexico's group. They played Haram ball. I thought they didn't do anything. They played in Atlanta, drew South Africa. Should have won that game because they were actually winning the game, and now in the do-die situation, they died against Mexico's B team as well, a rotated team that ended 3-0, man. 3-0, man. What a performance. I thought this was disappointing. We were playing Harambe, and that did save you against South Korea. I'm disappointed with Czech Republic. Yeah, D-. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna get to Ecuador soon, man. I would say okay. I would say yeah, it's okay from Curaçao. I'll give it a B. Nothing against it. Especially in a population of 155,000. Cape Verde had like 400,000. I know they had to suffer that devastating earthquake before the game against Ivory Coast, and this sucked, man. But I thought you had a good World Cup campaign. DR Congo. Honestly, they were not bad. Honestly, I'll give it a B. A B, I guess. From their standards, I know they were missing, I believe, a couple players. I forgot that another guy. You kind of went toe-to-toe against England in the round of 32. You went toe-to-toe against Colombia. You made all those big saves. And listen, I forgot to mention for Colombia, they were kind of poor on scoring goals. Besides the game in Mexico City where they scored 3 against Uzbekistan, they were a bit disappointed. They were lucky that Portugal dropped points. But as for DR Congo, I'd say they got a great World Cup. You drew Portugal, only lost 1-0 to Colombia. Despite getting outplayed, your keeper was good. You were making big saves defensively. They were kind of like a unit, man. They were trying to close down as much space. It was a bit disappointing. You had to play England, Colombia, Portugal. I thought DR Congo was all right, man. They scored early against England, like the first 7-10 minutes. I thought they were a bit unlucky, man. These guys actually had a respectable tournament. And that's true, man. I'll give it a B. A bit disappointing. I probably would have given them an A-. But yeah, man. DR Congo, I forgot who was their defender or that was out, but they were missing him big time. I forgot his name. But they handled pretty well. You tied Portugal that header. You lost to Colombia only 1-0. You only lost to England 2-1. I know it sucks that they pulled remontada. You were making big saves. They could have played Mexico in the round of 16. And I probably would have given them an A if they knocked out England, man. And maybe Mexico gets to the quarters, man. Maybe. But yeah, man. Ecuador, honestly, they were very lucky that they didn't got grouped, man. Ecuador, your defense was good, but your attack was crap, man. You scored 2 against Germany as a display. You guys played really well for one game, and that was it against Germany, man. Ecuador, man, got away with it just because Germany was kind of exposed, man. Seriously, man. Germany are frauds, man. Even though Germany was using some late teams, they didn't give a shit. But the problem is, it proves they got exposed. Why they were trash. And Ecuador, man, I thought you guys were finished after that Curaçao game. You couldn't score a goal, and all of a sudden, you turned up against Germany. All of a sudden, man, and Germany was poor. Man, Germany was poor. I need to break it, man. And then they give to you those goals, and then you got to wait in the round 32. Advance to round 32, you played Mexico away. I know it was a hostile environment. It was the Latin American Derby that we were waiting. You got massacred, I would say, by Mexico. And you were unlucky to not concede one more. There was one more shot Torres saved. And Capier, you're just looking for fights rather than this. Not respecting the opponent. Couldn't score a goal. You were very lucky I didn't put you in F because you probably should have gotten group. Couldn't beat Colestao. It's a bit disappointing, man. And people are laughing at you. People are laughing. You kept zero. I mean, you kept the clean sheet against Colestao, but this felt like a loss, man. And you couldn't score one at the minute. Valencia, man. It's about time he retires. All respect. He doesn't even want to stay at Pachuca. He's done, man. He's done. But yeah, man. Ecuador, I'll give you a D. Respect to you guys. A D minus. You have so much talented players. Casado, Eric Liaps, and listen, Hacho as well. And Casado, Eric Shush by Julian Quinones and Eric Lira as well in that midfield, man. Silence, man. Marino Valencia, he accepted defeat because he knows plays for Pachuca and he knows probably leaving. Ecuador, D minus. I know you were away from home, but could you say a bit unlucky? The problem is you were bad. Ivory Coast, you lost. I thought you guys were going to get grouped. Even though maybe if you didn't finish last, you were lucky to escape with 4 points, man. It's because Germany actually fumbled. Because with that draw against Germany, you were out. You got that lucky goal, Plata. Ecuador getting that important win against Germany. And Germany absolutely fumbled it. But Ecuador proves they were kind of an embarrassment. I had to break it, man. And they were lucky to not go 3-0 because I thought Mexico didn't use their stamina, man. This is a full strong light. They'd probably be 4-0, man. So I would say Ecuador, I'll give you a D minus at minimum. At the Azteca. Egypt, man. Honestly, I'm actually impressed with Egypt. I'll give them a B. Egypt, you finished. Oh, come on. Not Leagues Cup. And we're going to have to do this in loss. But why Leagues Cup again, man? Leagues Cup again. Why are they doing this again? But yeah, they're doing this in like 2 weeks from now. Next week, actually. Yeah, I would say, who's next? Oh, Egypt, man. Egypt, you actually have a fantastic World Cup. I have a bit sympathy, man. These guys could have gotten the A tier against if they beat Argentina and made it to the quarters. They fight out against Colombia. Who knows? It could have been Colombia-Egypt. It could have changed. Colombia-Egypt could have happened instead. And now, but instead, the problem is you could have said the defense collapsed. Oh, Egypt collapsed. I feel bad for you with the referee favoring Argentina because if you're telling me that's not a foul and that penalty wasn't given if that goal or the goal that was taken away, Egypt should have won this game 3-2, man, or 3-1. Based on the momentum, man. These guys gave it all, and the refs fucked it up, man. I would definitely give Argentina if it wasn't for those last 10, 15 minutes of that. 20 minutes, man. And yeah, man. Egypt, they had a great campaign. They drew against Belgium, who made it to the quarters. And in Belgium, it was a bit unlucky to score an own goal against Australia. Should have avoided extra time. Could have played the same, but they didn't. And then they could have won this. And yeah, man, I thought Egypt played better than what they did against Brazil. And we also beat Egypt in a friendly 2-1 prior to our game against Morocco, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. If it wasn't for the officiating and like maybe the collapse of your defense, you should have advanced to the final. You should have advanced to the final, the quarterfinal, man. You would have been an A tier, man. You got the group. You could say maybe the refs did this a lot. Iran's goal against Egypt. The officiating was different in that game versus Iran. More open versus this. Made no sense, man. One more project official MLS partner. Are you kidding me, man? One more is finished, man. Finish the entire game. Yeah, I would say Algeria. Sorry, not Algeria. Argentina. Sorry, Egypt. They would have been Argentina. They would have been an A. Complete A. Yeah, tiempo so long it feels like it. Yep, they got the win against who is it in Vancouver? New Zealand, right? It ended 4-1, right? They won 4-1. They've were about top the group, but I see Belgium made that resurgence to change up everything. So yeah. Oh God, here we go. England! Oh, come on. Stevie. You didn't win the World Cup. Honestly, England, I'll give you an A-. This is your highest finished points, man. A-. B+, A-. A-. England did everything good except for that final game against Argentina. England, you made it to the semifinals at a World Cup. You had the full force. You survived the altitude. You topped the group. Started well against Croatia. I mean, you did drew 0-0 with Ghana. It was kind of boring, and you guys started to play boring ball. And then against Ghana, you stopped. Now you stopped. And then you turned up against Panama 2-0 win. And then, but however, you had to come back against DR Congo, the best of wins. And then, and sure, they were mostly scraping by. And then against Mexico, you managed to score 2 goals. Funny enough, in this same stadium where America was about to play the second half, Christian Boha has more open play goals than Harry Kane. He just needs one more to tie Jude Bellingham in the altitude, right? These guys survived the altitude. One of the biggest England's best performance. Jude Bellingham was on it, but he wasn't. Harry Kane was lucky to win the penalty, man. Even though you could argue it wasn't in England, they had a red card as well. Survived the altitude, made it 3-2, avoided from becoming 3-3. And then you made it to the quarterfinals, got away against Norway, needed extra time to win. Jude Bellingham did nothing. So I was a bit disappointed. You should have at least made the final, and they didn't. So I would have given you an A. A. And England, I would say, I mean, of course, honestly, I guess just because you're third place, you made it there, but then you scored a thriller against France. You almost bottled that. Bit disappointing. That has to be screened. Besides the game against Croatia, Mexico probably should have been way better. Against Argentina, how do you collapse? And even though you can say Argentina should have got more bookings, a possible second yellow for red card, England should have not lost this game, man. England should have not lost that game. Mexican, yeah, we're underway. Second half, 50 seconds in. As of right now, as I'm saying, at the Azteca, where England survived in this exact same stadium, with 80,000 fans cheering against them, besides the away England fans, like 70 fans of Mexicans were against England, and they escaped the altitude. That's definitely my highlight of England. The best. All right, you finished third place, finished tired. Yeah, France. Let's go with them. France, honestly, kind of a bit disappointed. I'm gonna give you B plus. The levels drop. The levels dropped in those final two games, man. You started off so good. You know what? I'll give you an A minus. I was a bit disappointed, man. You started off good, man. Yeah, you started off sloppy against Senegal, 1-3-1. Mbappe, main guy, across the channel, rivals from England. You lost the third place game, but I thought France was locked in. But yeah, they only got one Azteca game in Mexico City. One non-Mexico game at the Azteca was kind of a bit embarrassing. I hate to break it to FIFA, but this is the real football passionate. What does the Jets and Giants have over America? Cruz Azul? Nothing. What a joke. And they had to bring these idiots back. Infantino, man. Your head about the Intercontinental Cup? Freak you, man. But France, man, Mbappe's team, you're the dictator, man. You just run the leader, and, like, you might just get the military suit already. Dictating the tempo, I'm like, yeah, you won the Golden Boot, fair enough, but you didn't win anything. You lost against the games. There was 2 more games, and you fumbled that against Spain. Against England, you didn't care if you lost. You can see the 4 goals from the first half alone. 6. Staka getting a hat trick on you was a bit disappointing, man. Honestly, England, they deserve to beat you, and, like, they honestly deserve to get revenge. You guys didn't convince me. You were missing open play chances like idiots against Spain, despite having the better chances on target. Is a joke. Fumbled against. You were declared a home team and you still can't break them down? This is a bit disappointing for Deschamps, man. People were gas hyping France, and I was forced to join in the background until they played Spain. They worked you. Where were you? Mbappe's team. Mbappe's probably upset. He's probably going to be motivated to win the 3-peat because of you guys. Because now he's not winning the Ballon d'Or anymore, man. This is disappointing, man. France, I'm sorry, but these guys were disappointing, man. They were a bit disappointing, man. Yeah. These guys fully deserve to win. Yeah, at the altitude right now. France, it's an A minus, B plus. This is disappointing, man. The levels have dropped off. You made it to another semifinal, 3-shade semifinals, but you still couldn't win against. And here comes America, Milante. They might score here, and they missed it. Big up Piano Balls officials. Dax Livestone, is that you? I'm doing the World Cup rankings. Give the stream a like, by the way. You're already subscribed, right? Because I'm just ranking teams, but France was disappointing. Spain showed you levels, and then the shots on turns nowhere near they frustrated you. You had zero response. Bring on Desiree Dwayne didn't even did anything. Disintegrated levels. Sure, man. Lamine Yamal should have gotten an open play goal and ended this debate. Jim and there, you guys were playing pretty bad. Respectable 2-0. France, we're gonna have to go to your another neighbors, man. But this was disappointing. Mbappe, man. But if it doesn't work out, what's the point? They're here for display. Morocco is just a display. Final third against Paraguay. I know you. So yeah, man, we still got a long way to go. Germany, honestly, I'll give you F. Honestly, your standards are actually worse. I don't care, man. I'll bring Germany an F, man. This was F, man. I don't care what they say. D- to F+. This was disappointing. Germany, you started off good against Curaçao. You got the important win against Ivory Coast. I thought Ivory Coast thought they played well. And Ivory Coast was ahead at one point. And then there could have been a France-Germany round of 32 all of a sudden. Potentially. It was only France was going to finish second or something. And Germany, man, they have a full squad, even though you could say minus injuries, but still, you couldn't make it the past round of 32, man. And then those last two games against Ecuador, even though they say they didn't care, and then against Paraguay, they pulled the PSG Liverpool on you on penalties, and you lose, man. This is embarrassing. Your standards have dropped off. You're the World Cup champion. And shots saved, by the way. They almost scored. This should be this is enough. I don't care what people say. You didn't got grouped, even though it was a lot easier because honestly, you kind of won the group with that. But how can you not reach round 16? Even if you lost against France, I probably would have given you a C or B-. But an A tier would mean Germany would have to beat France. But at least show up a derby. You were not good enough. Atlanta almost scores. Oh, shoot! Handball! Red card! He's done! The second red card at the altitude! No way it's a red card! It's the head. It's a red card! All the Americanistas watching this while me not even done. No way! It's a red card for Club America. These display merchants are done. It hits his hand. Send them off, but if it was Remy Martinez, they wouldn't have sent them off, surely. Never, right? And he's gone. He's gone, man. He's gone. He's gone. And not only that, they're gone. Hold on, guys. Yeah, they're having a look at VAR. Oh, I knew it. This maybe not red. But yeah, man. Germany, this is an F. You still don't have amazing world-class players, even if you have this player. But this was another Julian Nagelsmann, man. They didn't look. You were unlucky to get the goal disallowed, but yeah, man. Germany was not playing well. That loss against Ecuador was embarrassing. And at the altitude, they definitely get beaten in Mexico. Even Belgium had a better World Cup campaign. You guys were embarrassing. They were giving you that much space and you still lost? It's a joke. Yeah, man. Channel looks like they made a representation. The ball. No, that's not a red card. It's a yellow card. Okay. And Miguel Herrera's disappointed, man. Back to reality. But not only that, honestly, I would say, yeah, I think I'll say, yeah, Germany, it's an F, man. I hate to break it. Even Ghana did better, honestly, and Ghana will go, I would say B minus here. I know there's a lot of B's. You could say maybe Ghana had a bit disappointed. They probably had the tougher group. They had to go through England, and they probably had to play through Colombia or Portugal, either way, or Croatia. And listen, they lost to England, Croatia. They beat Panama 1-0. They did drew England, I forgot. And they only lost 1-0 Colombia. This is disappointing. Ghana. And Ghana, like, they I respect, at least they lost in a respectable loss versus everyone else that didn't lose, man. I agree, man. I thought it was a respectable loss. La Pastilla. No. Yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghana would say B plus. Arna was a bit disappointed. They had to go through Colombia. Thought they didn't do much, but disappointed. They could have gotten an equalizer. Pushed extra time, but they didn't. But yeah, Ghana, it ends B minus, sadly. But yeah, man, I'm absolutely gonna have those chips in a little bit. They did absolutely nothing. But yeah, man, I think Ghana. I know that Mohamed Kudos, or was he? There was that another guy. Did pretty well, but disappointed they had to play. I would say B minus, C plus at best, but disappointed. But you did tie to England, so I'll give you that. And someone's knocking on the door. So yeah, I think yeah, no Roja. Haiti. Listen, this was a bit disappointing, but I'm gonna absolutely not be mad. C plus. I thought you handled Morocco really well, and I thought you handled Brazil. I know Brazil badly, but there was a couple of other things, and there's. And I think, guess what? Roberto Mora. I think he scores a penalty. Tijuana's been given another pen and they scored. Guess who scored? The Wonder Kid, man. Roberto Mora. Good penalty, man. 1-0. PK goal, yep. Not from open play. Yeah, who did I rate it next? Haiti. This was their first World Cup. I thought they should have gotten a penalty. They played really well against Scotland. But yeah, man. I thought, you know what? We might just do the Ballon d'Or stream tomorrow, honestly, since it's getting late. I guess we'll do that tomorrow, man. But yeah, I would say Ecuador. I mean, not Ecuador. Haiti C plus. Even though I kind of don't blame them the goals they conceded, they were a bit unlucky since there's just so many Bs. But I thought they probably would have gotten a B if they made it around 32 maybe. A bit unlucky to play a bunch of teams, man. Yep. It's goals from open play, but I like set piece goals too, man. Oh, but yeah, I would say Haiti. I wouldn't say C. I mean, they couldn't do much. So, but there's just a lot of Bs. I'm giving it a C plus for sure. But Brazil, I mean not Brazil. There's just a lot. But yeah, I would say Haiti and C is alright. Iran, the Islamic Republic of Iran. I know a lot of people, that are against the regime won't like this. Honestly, I thought they got robbed against Egypt, so I would say C. They tied Belgium. I thought they got robbed, honestly. I kind of feel bad. Just because these political tensions I ran in the States, man, it's just jokers, man. Like, I'm not interested in designing this entity war. I'm just tired of this, man. Like the open space, and they couldn't because of the pressure. Boha's trying to cook that left back as the attacking fullback. And here he comes. He has the ball almost. But yeah, man. Rafael Vega. Let's see how does he done. But yeah, man. I think like I said, Iran. Listen, they couldn't listen. They got 2 goals disallowed. I thought the officiating was horrible. They tied New Zealand in the thriller, but I thought they got several disadvantage, and unfortunately it has to do politically. So I would say B minus. But the problem is, I want them to get out of the group, not because they played the States, but they probably would have finished third ahead of Algeria. They probably would have played Switzerland, but there was at one point the States and Iran could have played each other in a round of 16 or round of 32. The States finished second. If the States did finish second, and maybe second as well, right? Yeah, the altitude. So I would say Iran. It's not really their fault. It has to do politically. I just don't care about politics. I'm here for football, not political stuff. Iraq. This is probably the worst team. Probably F. They're just here for display. Arguably the worst team, and they scored. Goal. Atlanta scores 1-1. Goal. And Televisa's in the mud. But the Televisa is back. It's 1-1. Atlanta scores just now. 65th minute. We probably should have gotten the 1-0 win. And it's 1-1. And the Club America fans are fuming. It's 1-1 at the moment. Passing golazo. Atlanta, man. Atlanta. 1-1. Well, it's 1-1. Yes, it's from open play. Open space. Just like Nico Williams disallowed goal. Rolls in and in the back of the net. It counts as an open play goal. Yeah, they were the worst team. I thought they did well to not lose to France 5-0. Disappoints lose to Iran. Norway scored an own goal. Let the Vikings bite you like that, I thought was a bit disappointing. Should have lost 4-0 to France, in my opinion. I thought they should have allowed Mbappe to get one more goal. It should have been 4-0. And Atlanta could come back with Barcelona colors. Here come Vega. Henry, my bad. Henry Martin with Vega down there. You get the Sanchez. Falta. Yeah, you see the medical fan. But yeah, man. Avasa Cartel Marel. It's going to be a yellow card. And then, look! It's getting ugly. The rivalry is back. Atlanta, Barcelona versus America. It's back, man. Maybe Atlanta coming back is a good idea rather than Mazatlan. Definitely, man. I'd rather have Atlanta. But yeah, if you're America, you must be fuming. Ivory Coast. Okay. I thought they beat Ecuador. I would say C. A bit disappointed they can see that goal because I thought Ivory Coast better team, but they allowed Erling Haaland to score in white. That was a bit disappointing. Could unfortunately extra time we couldn't do a favor for us. This is just disappointing. Ivory Coast should have done better. This was a bad performance again. I can't lie. I'm a bit disappointed in Ivory Coast. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not surprised, man. So yeah, make sure you people are watching, man. No. But yeah, man. Gonna be another yellow card. And another yellow card or another. Wow. So people at Bacalao Grill, yeah, not making a single mistake. But yeah, man. But yeah, I don't blame you. The Odegaard, yep. Odegaard. Next. And the Instagram thing died. Oh. And they didn't listen. All right. Yeah. All right. So, Iraq, yeah, they were the worst team. Lost 5-0 Senegal, red card. It wasn't bad. Scored 1 goal at least, but I just think it was an F. Maybe I knew they were not expected, but maybe they got a point, maybe a D. Maybe scored 1 more goal, but they might just go up there. Japan, interesting. We're gonna go C-. Japan, they had an okay group stage. They tied Netherlands. They didn't lose a single game in the group stage, but that curse in the knockout stages hits them again. They were unlucky, man. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for Japan. I'm not trying to excuse them, and America almost made it 2-1. And then our team wants up. And time is running out soon. And yeah, Japan, they were unlucky to go out in round 32, but it's not their fault because they were screwed from FIFA. While Argentina gets Cabo Verde, Brazil and Japan have to go face each other and eliminate each other. And honestly, I was a bit disappointed, man. I thought Japan did okay in this World Cup, but disappointed, man. I get it. You had a couple injuries. Endo wasn't there. And Toma was injured. Kubo got injured like first half after getting the assist against Netherlands. And Netherlands, when you tied 2-2, the mentality was there to settle a draw. It was great. You were in a tough group. You smashed Tunisia 4-0. You only got 1 win. That was important. You went to Monterrey, Dallas again, and then Houston. They were good. Like, there were some fun group stages. IKEA versus anime manga. Djokovic got the equalizer. Nah, on 1. But this was a bit disappointing, man. You didn't win a single game as a joke, man. I mean, you won a game. But I knew this was you were tough. A little bit, yeah, man. I kind of don't blame you. But I thought this was disappointing for Moriyasu, man. Moriyasu, he's okay, great manager, but the problem is Japan should have won a knockout game at least. If they won a knockout game, B+ tier. Maybe A tier in the quarters. But they couldn't, man. They probably would have to go through Norway, and then they would have to go through England in the quarters. Maybe in another world, Japan-Mexico happens. In another lifetime, for example, or Ivory Coast. But yeah, man, Japan, you are not as good as Norway. And we're going to get to this, but yeah, man, Arturo's back. I give Japan a C- as well. But yeah, man, I give them a C. Disappointed. I don't blame them for the injuries, but what if, man? But we'll see. But they haven't won a knockout. You lost to Croatia. Did that display against Spain, even though you could say it was a robbery or not, because the ball went out of play. But yeah, man, I think Japan is C. Maybe a bit unlucky. Played some tough team. I was surprised they tied Sweden. I thought Netherlands was going to tie Sweden and Japan to actually win. Because it was a European derby, but it was the exact opposite of my predictions, man. America's making changes in Atlanta. So yeah, Japan, Moriyasu. You have to win that Asian Cup, man. It's just not good. You should have won at least one knockout stage, man. Moriyasu, man. Maybe no longer staying humble, man. Moriyasu. His thoughts, but yeah, Brazil, it wasn't your fault. You probably would have to go against Morocco. Declare the away team. Jordan. Honestly, Jordan. Oh, it's okay, man. Maybe C-. I didn't expect them that much to do. I know Jordan, they gave a goal. I know the set pieces were killed against Argentina and against and Austria. I thought they kind of capitulated. I thought, for their standard, it's all right. This was like their first World Cup ever. Jordan qualified, played in Santa Clara. You did bottle a lead against Algeria. Honestly, I'll give you a C minus to D plus. Even though, these guys got group last. So Jordan, I expect him, but big up Jordan. And we're getting to the good teams finally. Mexico, yes. Mexico definitely in B plus tier, B plus, behind Belgium. I don't care what people. You were the best host nation, man. Honestly, Mexico. I'll definitely my country, man. Javier Aguirre has absolutely come in, transformed the team, taking them back to. Hey, man, you guys played really well. You guys played really well against. You guys topped the group. You were the only team to finish the group with 9 points. You topped the group. You won every single game. You kept clean sheets in every single game. You win your first knockout game. You did it in front of the home fans. You turned up. And you were a bit unlucky against England. Gave England a scared. Should have at least tied the game. But Charles given the nation that he get. I'm sad that he's retiring, man. Played really well defense. I know South Africa wasn't the best, I thought. Should have been 3-0. And he played really well. I thought he played really well against corner for America. Will they win it? They could. Oh, they're giving that much space, locked up. And it goes over the bar. But the high altitude, man, where this game is happening, it's 1-1. Where this game is happening at the altitude a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Mexico, England, Atlanta is tying at 1-1 for America. 199. Coming back, so Mexico B plus, give me that. I know they were a bit unlucky to play England, but I thought they had a great campaign. Played well. You played the most defensive football. You were more defensive than Ecuador. Played really well defensively. Played really well. Scored in every single game. I know you could say South Korea was hard. But England was definitely the hardest game, man. For Mexico, you got a knockout win from the home fans for the first time in 40 years. It's massive, man. Playing kind of you could say not the best amazing football. It was more fluidity in the knockout stages. But Mexico's not bad, man. Julian Quiñones, man, was honestly Mexico's best player. Julian Quiñones, the 70s, absolutely brilliant, man. The Mexico fans, they turned up, man. Football heritage, even if they don't have World Cup Copa America, it's up there like the Dutch. So Mexico, B plus, honestly. If you would have beaten England, you probably would have gotten to Miami against Norway. If you guys would get an A then. But I've been unlucky to play England. I would say B plus. You were the best host nation performing wise. Got the United. So Morocco. Honestly, Morocco, I would say A minus. They did well. They did amazing. People thought they were dropping off, but it wasn't a fluke. Yes, they got eliminated by France in the quarters, back to back. And they were expected to do this against France, but France, ignoring the background. But Morocco, A minus. Disappointing. You guys beat the Netherlands in the round 13, and then you beat Germany, and then you beat Let's listen.
Nine minutes, bro. We're subject to 9 more minutes of torture and pain. 198 people in here. If you guys are new here, make sure to follow, man. I appreciate it. Why do I support Chelsea? A variety of different reasons, bro. A variety of different reasons, my guy.
Let's listen.
Fraud watch. Fraud watch. Fraud watch. I don't know.
All right, let's happen.
Right now, it's a good question.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. This is the second game since Mexico, England. But yeah, guys, the Edgar part. So yeah, Morocco, they had that striker Sibin Cook, made it through the round of 32, destroyed Canada 3-0 kind of. And they deserve it, man. Morocco, I know France is there, but I know it was an expanded World Cup, but they put up. If they play Portugal, I think Morocco beats them, maybe. And maybe gets to the semis. Honestly, I'm not really that mad. If they're Moroccan, you're maybe not that mad. Yeah, you got outplayed by France.
Should Sendejas play striker? No.
Netherlands.
I like the idea of Brian Rodriguez as a false.
This is disappointed. D-. You topped the group and you made it. I know you were a bit unlucky to play Morocco in a 50-50 game. Lost on pens was a disgrace, man. This is disappointing, man. This is unluckiness, but disappointment. You should have gone through. You had Virgil van Dijk. You only won 2 games. You battered Netherlands 5-1. You beat Tunisia 3-1, but not beat Morocco. But at least not making this squad is a joke, honestly. I thought Netherlands were the slight favorites, and they lost. D-, man. Robert Koeman has been sacked, man, anyways. New Zealand, they did okay. They got Iran a great game. I would say C-. Oh. No, yeah, this is Almano. Yeah, this is the second game.
How much time is left? 6 minutes.
Plus stoppage time.
It's not a foul. Do you watch the NFL? Not frequently. I think on my second page, I'm gonna start posting more on basketball. I should have posted on the LeBron thing. But actually, I can post on the LeBron thing later today, actually.
Yeah, I thought they did okay.
But those will just be like green screen videos.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Like the way I posted.
Not much of this. Norway, Moss, we're in Norway.
Thank you, wife, for the follow. Appreciate you.
Woo. Honestly, your first World Cup, I'll give you an A-, man.
Again, I don't think
made it to the quarterfinals, kept Norway. You beat us, man. You beat Brazil with that major squad. Erling Haaland, you had a fantastic tournament. Bit unlucky in the Golden Boot race. Bit unlucky to play England. Lost in extra time. But however, you kept it respectable. Unlucky to not make it to the semis, man. It was a success. I'll give it Holland, Norway. Erling Haaland, Norway, an A. Honestly. Because I didn't expect them. But yeah, 2 important wins. All losing in England extra time. I'm proud of Norway. They deserve to be an A tier, man, for their standings. Yeah, Norway. Honestly.
Who the fuck are we bringing on?
Honestly, I'm happy. Erling Haaland, you guys deserve it. Erling Haaland, you absolutely should need levels, man. Norway, you deserve to win. As for Panama, I would say this is their first World Cup. You didn't got massacred badly, but D-. I hate to say it. Listen, against Ghana, it probably would have been a draw. You were a bit disappointed to play England, Croatia, but I thought this was disappointing. Yeah, Panama against Croatia, you lost back-to-back one. Should have been the 0-0 draw, which probably would have helped England. For Ghana, slight chance, but it was a bit disappointing, man.
Bro,
They lose at home.
what's your job? I've been on leave, bro.
It's a bit disappointing.
What happened to the production quality, like, of the lives? It's coming through it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. New Zealand. But yeah.
Like, I was stuck in an echo chamber. Did you get suspended now?
But yeah, Panama, I knew, but it was a bit disappointing with Thomas Christensen. I don't know if it's just the level or that. Maybe, all right, even if you would, you would probably finish third. But maybe it is a bit unluckiness, maybe. I'll just give it a D+.
Okay, my opinion on Garnacho is that I don't think
yeah.
it was necessarily as horrible as, like, obviously the meme say it's not fucking.
But yeah, man, honestly.
It's not fucking horrendous, but.
Honestly, I think you guys deserve to be there.
Very good. Like,
you deserve to be in the World Cup at least. But it
But
wasn't that dangerous. I'll lose in England 2-0. Paraguay, you guys were absolutely improvements, man. Honestly, for a tournament that I've never seen them come back and actually win the round of 32, I might have to give you guys an A, man. I don't know, man. Or B+. A-, B+. These guys actually improved from the 4-1 trash into the United States. You guys drew. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's just pathetic, man. But Paraguay, I'll give them a B+, man. These guys actually showed improvements after the trashing. They tied Australia. They finished third, and they did it as a third nation, man. And honestly, went toe-to-toe against France. I might just give you an A-, man. I might just give him that tier, man. There's so much B's anyway, so I'm just going to give you A-. Paraguay absolutely improved, man. These guys started to play better. Maybe it was just one bad game against the States, man. These guys absolutely deserve. They're disappointed to lose France, that penalty. Hey, well, you almost worked, man.
I don't know if you're from New York, but how's NYC been?
Portugal. C-. C- to D+. The squad you have is amazing. Cristiano Ronaldo, everyone. But Portugal did not look impressive, man. You got booted out against your biggest rival. And Spain is a joke, man. And you lose that game is embarrassing, man. You lose that game. They didn't even top their group. You had Vitinha, you had João Neves, you had PSG's midfield, and you still couldn't win? It's embarrassing, man. Displayed performance against Uzbekistan, and that was it, man. That was the only good game. Did nothing. They had it on 9 minutes. Oh, America.
I've never been to Vegas. Why are you lying, everyone?
Nine minutes.
I remember you, Carlos. I remember you. I think think you're the first person to ever go up to me.
Yeah, exactly. At first stream because they're time because of idiocy. But yeah, honestly, Paraguay,
KLT. When was it? If you tell me when it was, maybe.
Mexico, Paraguay. I'll give you them an A minus. Fair enough. You went to a 1 in France. No penalty. I think I'll just give you that. Let's go. Honestly, yeah. Portugal, honestly.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
You got grouped against Spain. No, you didn't got grouped. You struggled against Colombia. You needed a penalty to beat Croatia. It wasn't sustainable. You didn't play well in Toronto. This was a bit disappointing, man. Against Spain, you played well and you still lost. It's embarrassing. You might start talking around the nation. Your reign comes to an end. You're handing your biggest rival. You should be fuming. This is a C minus. B plus. It would have been a failure, but they were not fully World Cup contender. But it would have been enough if they got grouped. It would have been enough if they lost to Croatia. So I'll give C minus. Honestly, screw it, man. I know you're a bit unlucky, so I'll give you a C minus. Very lucky to give it a D. Qatar, since you lost to Spain, the world champions, I'll give you that. But you could have stopped. And Qatar, D minus, man. I don't know what to explain. They came back. They did a bit better just because of the you got the display point against Switzerland. It was just a display. You could have won this game. You played better than even Argentina who needed refs. And listen, if it wasn't for the referee's penalty decision, Qatar would have won the game in open play. Oh, Atlanta.
I think it's Champions League or bust next season, bro. I don't think that's it. You get a rest every week. You get Morgan Rogers, you get LaCroix, you get Palestra, who I think is a good signing. You get that one dude from Leverkusen as well, another winger.
Yeah,
and potentially a center midfielder. You basically got every position covered. Now, I would want us to sign another center back.
But yeah, so Saudi Arabia.
I just can't feel.
Portugal, this is them. And Qatar.
I feel like we do need
the display, but then you lost 6-0 Canada. Got group, lost to Bosnia, and it was game over. Saudi Arabia, C minus. Got display draw against Uruguay. Draw Cape Verde, not much. Got group, C minus. Lost 4-0 to Spain, which was a heavy defeat. And you couldn't do shit. You lost the world champions fair and square, man. I don't know, man. Scotland. Saudi Arabia, I don't even know what to say, man. And they still couldn't do it. Scotland. This is their first World Cup. I would say C plus. You did play well against Morocco, but it was disappointing. You lost 3-0 Brazil. We cooked you. The team that got eliminated round 16 cooked you. You should have gotten a goal, which means against Norway would have gotten humiliated. And we absolutely cooked you in Miami that night. You guys were war.
Is bro ignoring me? What's you saying? How Tad? I was just asking.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
We're just garbage. We're just garbage.
3 minutes. Senegal, man. Disappointed, man. D minus. Listen, the group stage, you had France, Norway. I know it was a bit hard, but you could have gone to round of 16. You lost. You kind of fight back against Norway. All losing by a goal is not bad. Losing France in the France-Senegal game wasn't. You should have made it to him. You let Mbappe cook. let Mbappe's team to cook you. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about France. Mbappe becomes official the top goal scorer, but the problem is you lost that knockout game. Will bite you. Yeah, because you could have won the Ballon d'Or and you didn't. You didn't win the trophy. Some serious questions about Mbappe's team. Yeah. I would say
If anything, you'd ideally want to play the hard team.
Senegal, you deserve to be in D, honestly. How did you lose? You should have been in the, and you lost, man. Could have gotten a B or C, but instead you fumbled. I was disappointed. I know it was. I got. It's a joke, man. South Africa, their first World Cup is not bad, man. They actually redeemed against South Korea after the penalty against there. I was a bit disappointed to lose Canada. I'll give you this. I know their worst game was against Mexico. Pulled 2 red cards, lost their heads. But you didn't fully got humiliated fully because it would have been worse. Mexico should have gotten a 3rd goal and they didn't. And they cooked you, man. Yeah, man. The first FIFA World Cup game. In America, they're not getting 3-1. Like Colombia, man. Club America are not good enough, man. Absolute frauds, man. Sean Ontario says that it's probably going to be a draw. America, you have a 99% draw guaranteed.
Are all my kids real? Yes, I would hope that they're all real.
Yeah, you're in the mud, Edgar.
I would really hope that everyone.
South Africa, they improved the 1-0 win against South Korea. They're unlucky to lose as the home team. And then South Korea, F, man. They got grouped. The goal mistake against Mexico is poor. They were poor. You came back against Czech Republic, which I predicted draw. And then against South Africa, got you grouped and punished. And that was embarrassing. So I would say an F. D minus, D minus, F plus. This was embarrassing. Big up Michael, man. The Chelsea.
It always looked like 2014
88. Yes, they are, man. You see? And se terminó el partido, frauds from America.
I went from watching the Odyssey at 70 millimeters to watching this bullshit. Fucking ridiculous. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. I saw Antonio just join, so Antonio, I love you. Potentially clubs tomorrow. What's up, Antonio? We're done with the shit. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining.
Wow, Edgar is such a fraud, man.
The fraud is happening.
They are finished, man. They are finished. It's full time and the altitude, but yeah, Moss, dude, it's just so much, man. They disappointed me, man. That's why I had to put them in F, man. They had Hong Jong-un, man. I don't know what happened to him, but okay, maybe against Mexico, I understand, but South Africa, that was the big disappointment, man. Especially coming, they couldn't capitalize. They were supposed to. They kind of should have gotten their goal against Czech Republic. I thought they were going to have the display, and they couldn't. They were supposed to go in Los Angeles, the home advantage against Canada, and it didn't happen. I was a bit disappointed, man. And no, it's just this, man. You made it to the round of 16. You got a A or B plus at this time, but now you got group. Kind of embarrassing. I hate to say it. Yeah, man. South Korea are done. I don't know what's going to happen to our jet. They're probably not going to win the AFCON. But yeah, you're subscribed. You know, you're like, yeah, Michael, I'll make you as a mod again. But yeah, man, I'm fuming, man. We'll do a Ballon d'Or debate next week. Or Sunday. We'll see. Spain. Because this probably will be the second last to stream. Spain. We all know. Where you go? Oh, come on. Can I not go up? No. Spain goes. S tier. Best team in the world. World champions. We all know. My country's next. España. Viva España. Viva La Roja. Campeones del mundo. Spain. Absolute deserved world champions. You beat everyone. Silence all the haters against Cape Verde. Oh, but it's just a display against Uruguay. Oh, Peru is. People were hating Spain. And Argentinians, they were saying, oh, no, right? They lost their heads. Oh, but Mbappe's team's going to cook him, man. There's no way to do it. France are the favorites. They're going to win 3-1. And what happened? Spain were never done. They proved, man. What a team de la Fuente. Bravo. Congratulations to La Roja. 2-cup world champions, man. Absolute deserved world champions, man. The midfield, man. Rodri cooking again. Everyone. Oyarzabal, man. Everyone on Sunday played really well for Spain. Rodri. Dude, it's not even close, man. Spain deserves to win. Even if it's not the best football, and that's great football, even if it's not the best, they deserve it, man. Not a single team besides maybe Belgium caused even a bit of problems. Levels, man. Spain absolutely deserves to win the World Cup, man. Super duper tier, man. World champions. Champions of the world. You'll never say that. As we enter day 5, day 6 technically. 5 days of being world champions, 125 hours. It feels so good that even people didn't expect this, man. Definitely, man. These guys are not even close, man. No one challenges. Besides that, man, best team in the world, well deserved. Rodri, the midfield, Fabian Ruiz, everyone, man. Pedro Porta even performing at this level, man. I'm so happy for La Roja, man. What a team, man. You have everyone. Miami, just levels, man. Just levels. Not frauds. MLS is a joke. But yeah, man, they absolutely deserve it, man. It's not even close, man. Surf world champions. I like those, frauds from. I like these frauds from freaking Was it 10 o'clock? But yeah, man, Spain, they fully deserve it, man. Like I said, there's nothing in argument. Sweden, bad attack, C-. They did okay. I mean, well, they got the display win against Tunisia, 5-1. But then they got pounded by the Netherlands, tied Sweden with a goal difference of 0. Tied Japan, did better. I thought they would turn up against the Netherlands more because of the European Derby rather than against Japan. They did a bit better. But yeah, Sweden, some people are critical, but the Nations League, right? I don't know, it's a bit, I don't get how they got here. But honestly, it's a D, C minus. At least they made it to the knockout stages. Then booted out by the French, did pretty much nothing, honestly. 3-0 was expected to be there. And for yeah, man. I know we've been live for a while, man. This is interesting, man. I'm also giving, yeah, exactly, man. Look at them. Absolutely, man. Lionel Messi carried our, exactly, man. Let's get it right, exactly, man. Forgot I mentioned that. Yeah, if it wasn't for Lionel Messi stepping up, I think Argentina would have gotten a knee. And then Messi is the main factor, man. Despite being at 39 years old, Messi at Major League Soccer MLS actually still turns up in his prime, even though you could argue up against. But he was doing his thing. No one else was doing shit. It took a while. Enzo Fernandez, Lautaro Martinez, and McAllister and Julian Alvarez and everyone else to do something, man, or Lo Celso. Because it's mostly Messi, man. That's one of those, nigga. And then, man, and this is, be honest, this might look dark for Argentina, but yeah, that's why I put them in A minus. Even though I want to put them lower just because they made it to World Cup, they got really lucky. They kept the scoreline respectable. That's why I couldn't do anything. But I thought the next World Cup they even made it to the semis. They probably may not make it to World Cup final. Yeah, they probably host some games, but I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Yeah, this is a well deserved. Sweden, they with Djokovic, Isak, they didn't did anything, man. They only had that and then nothing else. Switzerland, honestly, they had a great campaign, man. They silenced everyone. Honestly, I'm just giving them A minus, man. These guys absolutely, they actually got there, man. They actually got there, fair and square. Like Switzerland, people are mocking them just because Switzerland just because they tied Qatar, they absolutely silenced the haters. They beat Canada and Bosnia Herzegovina back to back, 4-1 and 2-1. They absolutely destroyed them, man. They absolutely destroyed these guys. And then there's a lot of messages. Cholos wins 1-0. Interesting. But Switzerland, man, they made it to the quarterfinals. They silenced everyone. They beat Colombia on penalties, canceled both rivalry games, and said Switzerland is the one that plays against Argentina instead of Colombia or Portugal, man. Would have been the semifinals. Would have competed third place if it wasn't for maybe England makes it to the final. If it wasn't for that Embolo flopping bullshitism of refs, man. It's bullshit, man. Switzerland, no, because of this is just referees. I felt bad for Switzerland just because of dives, but there was more dives. It's how inconsistent VAR is. Switzerland, man, they probably would have got to the semis. I give them an A minus no matter what. They made it to the quarters, man. They silenced everyone. Expected to beat Algeria 1. They probably would have beaten Argentina then. This is all that momentum, man. And let's carry that fact. Yeah, exactly. Switzerland, A minus. Tunisia, F. They did nothing, man. These guys got completely embarrassed. Lost 5-1 and 4-0 back-to-back and won today against Japan and Sweden. Lost 3-1 Tunisia. Surprised they didn't concede anymore. And yeah, man, Tunisia, man, this was an F, man. There wasn't anything highlight. The only highlight they got was 2 goals, and that was it. 2 goals did nothing against Japan. Got trashed for. These guys did nothing. They were expecting not to do anything. I'm surprised that we even tied them. International friendly, and we were not that great. But yeah, man, this is a joke, man. Tunisia, they changed colors. They thought they're bringing the French in-house to do something. What is he gonna do? Nothing. I just keep it in. You should have sacked him like a month ago. There was problems, and they were awful. Hector Rabbits. Oh man, this was poor, man. They were pressuring. And then Turkey, man. Honestly, Turkey, I'll give you an D minus. You just because you won against the United States, even though they were celebrating the B team, yeah, at least took the third game as a display. At least fair enough. Because the difference is this was poor. You guys were poor against Paraguay. Not to score a single goal in like 60 shots was poor. Should have cooked against and they were poor, man. Exactly, man. Tunisia was poor. Turkey, man. You got group. This was kind of a failure, but since this is their first World Cup, honestly, they took the third place game seriously. At least I respect that, and honestly, I'll give you D minus. Maybe if it was a draw, probably an F, maybe F plus. But D minus, man, absolute. But this is disappointing. You guys got grouped, but since you were lucky to get a win against the States, and even though it was a rotated team, you probably would have won this game. And if you at least got a draw, you would have been higher. But if you didn't win a single game, you probably would have been the F tier. We got very lucky to be respectable. Ooh, the last two. We're just going to go Uzbekistan, man. Uzbekistan, well, I didn't expect much. I don't want to say F. This is their first World Cup. They get an F D minus, F plus. Honestly, just because they scored 2 goals against Colombia, against DR Congo, and Atlanta, fair enough. They got battered by Portugal. You got a goal in Mexico City against Colombia with the home advantage. And you had everyone. Mojica. I forgot to mention. But yeah, Germany. I mean, not Germany. Uzbekistan. This is our first World Cup, so do I really say it's a failure? But yeah, I forgot that another guy's name. Hence, I know you could say it's not good enough, not quality-wise. The midfield's not great. Kuzanov wasn't that great either, and he's probably the biggest name because he played for Manchester City. Did absolutely nothing, I would say. They managed to get a goal against Senegal and Colombia tied for once, but then they would capitulate and concede 2 more. Lost 5-0. Cristiano Ronaldo cooks you none. In Uzbekistan, the reason why Ronaldo gets 2 open play goals, man. And Portuguese fans were being deluded because of you guys, man. A bit disappointed. So I'll give you a C minus, F plus, man. Disappointed. Oh, the big game. United States, Uruguay. United States, that's going to be a big game because you want to know something? These 2 clashed in the Copa America. And both of them went separated. Uruguay made it to the semifinals and lost. And the United States or USA, I guess we'll go with the United States. The United States, the host nation, honestly, I'm going to go a higher standard. But however, man, the United States, honestly, I'll go C, man. Honestly, good group campaign. The Paraguay was the best performance all of a sudden. You played so much better than against Belgium for sure. And then you lost. And played well against Australia, trying to prove that you were clinical most of these shots. But you could have already, and then you guys deserve to win, man. You guys fully deserve to win. You guys absolutely win. Honestly, you guys deserve to. Honestly, you guys deserve to win against Turkey. You guys rotated. You played, and even down in men against Bosnia, you played really well. I mean, you got a second goal. You scored a free kick goal. Balogun scored again. Christian Pulisic, honestly, was a bit disappointing. He played really well against Paraguay at the assist maker, hyping up, and then he just died down. Injuries, and it sucks. The United States, I give you a C, man. You made it to around 16, but you guys haven't improved much, man. You didn't got grouped. You won the knockout game. And you made it as far as you can, and you made it to the round 16 against Belgium. That was the worst performance ever, man. There was levels. They were all over you. Belgium showed you levels, man. There's levels to this game, and you couldn't accept and prove. It was a disgrace, man. They were mocking us. That's a joke, man. But yeah, man. Alana's disappointed this year. Why? For America, you still couldn't do anything. But you were kind of at home, and you still couldn't get the job done. Because if Chivas does beat them, serious conversation. But honestly, I'll give it a C, man. You couldn't make it through the quarters. At least, even if you were going to lose to Belgium, keep it freaking respectable. You guys weren't doing that. Free like 2 shots on target, nothing. Almost nothing. And these guys outplayed, and you guys played really bad. You gave Belgium the lack of fight, man. It was embarrassing, man. And you just dunked in front of fans and states is embarrassing. 4-1 is God. Women 5-0 at worst. This is such. So this was way worse than the Netherlands, at least. With the Netherlands, I gave you a B plus because it was respectable. But Belgium, you guys were worse, man. This was at home, and at least Mexico gave fights. I know Canada has a little bit, but there's slightly more fight, even though there was not much either. The States was worse. I was disappointed. This stinks. This sucks. United States, you deserve to be here, man. You got out of the group, and you just weren't. And Belgium ain't better than England, in my opinion. They're not a better team than England. So United States, you go and see. As for Uruguay, this is the final country. Uruguay, complete F, failure, F minus, downgrade. Honestly, Uruguay was pathetic. They were just not here to play football. 0 wins, 2 draws, 1 win. Cape Red, they cooked them. Displayed performance to not lose to Spain by more than 1 goal was in. Could have played a draw. You thought you could play well. You were not good enough. Lost at home. Couldn't move on. Got grouped. and you guys got grouped in front of the fans is a disgrace, man, honestly. Honestly, I got nothing to say. But honestly, Uruguay was rock bottom, man. Dude, you got all those players. Not even Fede Valverde saved you. They were just awful. Only Max Apple played. You didn't even play the only guy. Fede Valverde goes trophyless, man. He's going to end the season trophyless. You had the peak in 2024, and now Federico Valverde's career has gone down in 2025 with nothing. 2024, just worse, man. You lose every single trophy. It's just pathetic, man. You at least made it to the semifinal. You actually got third place and bronze at Copa America. And you guys lost. This is a disgrace. Honestly, Uruguay F, honestly. Brazil, we were in F just because of the high standards. So this is how I graded every country, man. I don't know if you guys will disagree, but this is just badge. I know some people say how's Turkey graded ahead of Brazil. I'm also going by high standards, man, but Brazil isn't F, man. They failed. If Brazil made it to the quarters, of course I'm thirsty. Of course, since I don't want to put the worst with the worst, I guess I'll put Brazil ahead of you. I mean, I would put Brazil in D- at best. That's it, man. But this is still embarrassing, man. Oh, Uruguay is way worse. There are countries there. Honestly, Turkey, of course. But yeah, this is embarrassing, man. Honestly, Mexico played better against England than even Brazil is. I would argue Brazil maybe the slightly worse World Cup than Mexico. We both won 3-0 in our final game. But these guys did absolutely nothing. So yeah, man, I think that will be it of this. This is my final calendar. Oh, come on, not these ads, man. But of course, no one comes ahead of Spain. Finalist, third place. Honestly, I think that's all I got to grade the teams, man. Let me know what you think. I know it wouldn't make sense because of their standards. The high standards. Well, yeah, this is my Brazil's embarrassing. Mexico at least kind of got me. They kind of got there, man. At least they played a better team, at least, man. But yeah, man. Mexico, I would argue, had a better World Cup than Ecuador. No, not Ecuador. Sorry, Brazil. They beat Ecuador. Okay, I'm going to have to write a particle. Oh, come on. How didn't I receive this image? Okay. I guess, can we have a private call soon, I guess? Either here or you and I. I got updates, I guess, and we can talk about it. Okay, I'm going to have to end the stream soon, but you know what? My favorite part about the FIFA World Cup, honestly, halftime performance was mid. Honestly, it was Mexico City in the altitude at the Azteca. Honestly, Mexico City was the best hosting, and it sucks they didn't got the final. They got the inaugural, but not the final. Really sucks, man. I'm tired of this, but yeah, the 2030 World Cup. We move on. We're moving on. 308 goals, man. Even though it's an expanded World Cup. But yeah, man. I think honestly, yeah, you could argue this is this. Erling Haaland, the Trump Kukurea, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, this, and I doubt it, man. I mean, they're just see, but yeah, man, this is the official high best 11. Debatable, honestly. Honestly, Reed is probably the best 11 players. But yeah, man. Yeah, we'll do the private call in like 2 minutes after this. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. People did turn up at the World Cup. Is this in Dallas? They're saying this is the greatest of all time. Or is this Kansas City, Missouri? But yeah, fans turned up. All this. But yeah, man. FIFA World Cup is done. But yeah, Julian Quinones, you're right. He did have more goals and assists than the entire Colombia national team for Luis Diaz. That's the crazy part. And we will see what happens, man. So yeah, man, I believe that will be it, man. So yeah, man. Give the thing, give the go. The player turn to Roger, fair enough. I know people want to criticism, why didn't you? Yeah, but yeah, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But this was a great campaign, even though it probably was better if there was less drama, man. But yeah, man, the World Cup comes to an end, and now people are not going to watch the other games. Back to reality. Is there any out for breaking Rogers except any if they reach an agreement? Does not care about the money. Yeah, he doesn't care. Interesting. Is there any updates on Rodri? Because interesting. Let me know if there's any update. Yamanani looks like. All right, guys. We'll have any updates of Rodri, but you know what, guys? I think that will be it. Is there final things? But yeah, man, I believe that's all I gotta say, man. But yeah, oh shit, is that true? LeBron James is joining the 76ers. Shit, so they've announced it, man. Not the money. Interesting. The announcement might actually happen. All right, guys. I think that's it, guys. I think we could do a Ballon d'Or ranking stream next week, or not next Monday. We'll see, man. But yeah, so far nothing from Madrid Extra, Madrid Zone. I think they're the same admin. All right, I think that's it, guys. I'll see you guys, tomorrow. So bye. So yes, that'll be it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Like, subscribe, man.